H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you, and Chris Walker sometimes, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we broadcast all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it is Monday morning. I've been out of town. I'm back. Just feel good being back. Hold up, y'all. I'm doing a couple of things right now. I'm sharing the show. I hope y'all sharing the show. You have to share. I like to share the show while I'm live, and just trying to be an example to everybody else. I'm sharing it on YouTube. I'm going to my. I'm just sharing. I'm just sharing it. If you're on YouTube, you can still share it to your Twitter and everything. Share the show, everybody. Let's crank this thing up. A lot of stuff happening. Well, I really have missed y'all because I've been here, but I just miss being home and got my familiar surroundings around me. But it's a lot of unique stuff happening over the weekend. Let me see. Let me shout out to my starting five first. Who is that? Alex Sestero, Mr. Darrell Barnes, Thaddeus Moody, Jay Jackson, Simeon Sims, and Ivan Petty Jr. is in the building. Sonya Billingsley is my sixth lady of the day. And it's unique. Simeon, I saw that car, that slab you're trying to sell. I like that. I like looking at them. And nice car. Look like it's well preserved. But shout out to Miss Belinda. She came by the game the other day. TSU lost another heartbreaker the other night. We got to pray. It's a black cat running around that building some kind of way. We not playing like we just not closing games out. Something is going on. Something. Maybe small, something big. It's just something we're not able to close the games out. I don't know if I don't know what's going on. I really don't, but it's just something was different. Watching the team and watching them up close, we got to change something. We got to change. It's something we got to change. But who is that? I see you though, Daryl Anderson. I see you, Morris. Let me shout out to everybody. Let me give me my people a shout out today. Hold on. Patrick Punch, what's up? Alpha Yo, Corey, Tyrone Caldwell, Eric Boone is in the building. Dominique Green. Belinda, how you doing all the way out there, Dickinson, Texas? She came all the way from Dickinson, Texas, to support the Tigers. Belinda, did you have a good time? Them Tigers, man, let me tell y'all something. I know y'all look at the records, some of Robert, they losing. But boy, let me tell you something. It's worth the price of admission. They are so exciting. brand of basketball to watch. I'm just telling y'all. And I'm enjoying calling the games. And just shout out to them. They play again tonight. The girls' game start at 5. The men games, I think, start at 8. I think it's a television game. So they got to give enough time so it won't, if the ladies' games go into overtime, they won't be going into the men's time. The men's game got to start at 8 o'clock on the dot. What's up, Ricky Scott? Hey, Tina, Tina, nobody's teams is in the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is this week. A lot of things going on in today, all this week in Phoenix, Arizona. A lot of things going on. I might have to sneak out there a couple of days, so bear with me. Let me see. I'm doing great today. Let me see who's in. Y'all share the show. Hey, Dale. Hey, Hatters. Kendrick Davis, the best player in America. What you think? No, I don't think Kendrick Davis is the best player in America. No, I don't. Hey, D. White. No, I don't. She said, I don't care. She said she don't care who wins. You know what? I'm torn from one Jalen. I've always liked Mahomes and been liking him for a long time. Even when he sat on the bench, um, even when he sat on the bench doing the what's his name? Alex Smith, the quarterback. I think Alex had the big guy. He had the reins and they were saying he came from Texas Tech. They just throw a lot of balls, and he wasn't gonna be that good. And now he turned into one to be about the best quarterbacks in the world. Come on, man. What's up, Hatter, the Mav trades? Give me some details. Let me tell you something. The details are, whatever cat, then, black cats, but the opposite. Cats are pretty awesome. I don't like cats at all. They ain't good luck to me. Glad you think so, Tim. Rick Slick Rick, keep that to yourself. I don't like cats. I don't even like to be near them. So yes, I call it black cats. Yeah, this is my analogy, Rick. You have your own damn analogy of what you want to say. This is my analogy. It's a black cat running around the building. Okay? You can like cats and they're therapeutic and your ancestors love them. I don't like them at all. Okay? You ain't gonna never see Hatter with a cat. Ever, 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 ever. What's up, Trey? Phillips. Alex Smith. Thank you. Okay, Alex Smith. I remember the young man, what's his name? Mahomes. He came in. He didn't start. Came off the bench. I mean, he backed up Alex Smith. And, and we always expect so much from our young quarterbacks. We draft them so high. And we expect for them to play right way, immediate, and it don't happen for that. Jalen Hurts, he struggled. They was about to get rid of Jalen Hurts, y'all. They told that man, if you don't play well this year, dude, we finna draft one of these dudes. And that young man went out and took these guys to the Super Bowl. So I mean, it's unique. No, it ain't no. Hey, I don't care about the myth. I was explaining something is going on with with Texas Southern that I just can't explain. Okay, I'll put it like this. Since you don't want the black cattle now, something is going on. It's a bad something, a bad spirit, something is going on. All right. Trey Phillips said he got his Solomon. Hey, and speaking of Solomon and Bryant, they got a wine out. Hold on. Let me go there right now. They got a wine out now just for Valentine's Day this week. I got some Valentine's Day for you guys. Nice packaging. Hold up. A different pack. Hold up, y'all. Y'all know I got it for you. Hold up. I want to say it to you. I want to say it to you right. It's called a white chocolate strawberry. is now available for Valentine's Day. It also comes with their own unique Valentine wine bag. So please go and order from the website, yours today, and it can be delivered before Valentine's Day. Choose to be excellence. Choose to be excellent. Make it a lifestyle. I guess that's the Solomon and Brian what you call it moniker. Choose to be excellent. Make it a lifestyle. SolomonandBrian.com. Go to SolomonandBrian.com and guess what? You can get that wine. And guess what? I saw something the other day. See, when I see something like that, I ain't never seen this before, boom. And I got to share it with y'all. Hold up. Where did I find that? Hold up. I got, when they send me a text like this, I got to share it with my people, especially my people who come on. This is what they say. They say the art makers. Check this out. The art makers are predicting 1 billion chicken wings will be consumed during the Super Bowl. I said, what? 1 billion. Odds makers. They make odds on anything. Y'all do me a favor. Let's see how many of them billion that the wing guru can sell. If you're buying wings this weekend and you're in the sound of my voice, Tina, you excuse. You out of town. And if you were in Houston, there's no way any other wing from the Boom Boom Room should be consumed other than the wing guru. And please get the Triple J's. The lemon pepper, all of them good. But the Triple J's is, oh my God. But y'all, if 1 billion beings sold, let's let the wing guru get some of them billion. All right, everybody got that? He said Jalen would be a Super Bowl winner. Okay, I got you. Doug, who you think gonna win? Doug, who you think gonna win the Super Bowl? Y'all, all y'all Super Bowl, Slick Rick said Jalen gonna win. Yeah. Ray Moore is in the building. Ray, there's just so much stuff going on. I got to show y'all. I've been gone. Y'all know where I've been gone. And hold up, y'all. Hold up. I'm gonna show y'all where I've been. Check this out. That's where I've been, y'all. That's where I've been. I had to bring that one back. But that's what I've been. I had a great time with my daughter and my man this weekend, man. It was just unbelievable. I got a chance to see so much stuff. I shared with a lot of stuff with you, but happy Black History Month. You see those guys behind me, Adam Clayton Powell on the left and Martin Luther King on the right. He said, I don't matter, got 2 black quarterbacks from Texas. I just want a good game. Okay, I like that. But yeah, Thaddeus Moody, y'all don't understand, man. Hey, y'all explain this to me. Somebody help me with this one. Because I couldn't say it while my daughter was out there. When I hold him, right? Y'all share the show. When I hold him, I got him right here, right? And when I sit down, Dale agrees. If I sit down like on the couch where I can get comfortable, and he got him right here, he get the squirming and then get the whining a little bit, right? So Dale, all I do is get up and stand up. He stop immediately. Somebody got to help me with this. How do we know if I'm standing up, I'm sitting down? Somebody got to explain to me, because this little boy, he ran me crazy. Y'all, I did about 10,000 steps in the park. He was happy as hell. And then he loved the juicer. My daughter got a juicer right there. Every time I take him to the juicer, he's looking at the juicer. I mean, Angie, I was hot. Because he let his mama and his daddy, he let them sit him any kind of way. They can sit down. But me, mom and daddy, no, they can put him any kind of way. He don't say nothing. How in the hell he know Then I'm up in the air and I'm sitting down. Cause my back was hurting. Y'all know I'm getting old. Man, it was just Melvin. Y'all, he was. But no, man. And then I hold up, Melvin. I get him all happy. Then my back hurt. I sit down again. Then he get to looking around. I said, man, this dude here, man. This dude here. You know, it dude. And then, I mean, y'all, it was just crazy. It was just crazy. Uh, uh, y'all gotta understand, I ain't dealt with a baby in such a long time. My son, 28 years old. I ain't had to deal with nobody else's baby. Now, had the time of my life, man. I just, man, but it was so, when I tell y'all, other than my back was hurting, and I didn't bring my little Theragun this time. I would have been better. But yeah, he got me rolling. Yeah, but now y'all, no, he was wrong for that, man. Then everybody else, he'll let them sit on the lap and let them be comfortable. But me, no, he said, no, I'm finna work this dude. I said, okay. But back here. Let's see. I know there's a lot of stuff going on. I told y'all I was gonna talk about Kyrie. I'm just, let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I got to show y'all this one. Something just came across my thing this morning. Hold on, I got to show y'all this one. I got this for Thaddeus Moody and any other coach in the country. My nephew that I talked about in the 6th grade, my little young fella in 5th or 6th grade. Look what he doing now, y'all. I had to show y'all that. Did y'all see Money Mike? This didn't look good. If anybody was on the show about 6 years ago when he was in the 6th grade, he in the 10th grade now? When he was in the 6th grade, I met this young man and I watched him. And I mean, I didn't see him play. I was just so delighted by him and his friend, their conversation. And I came back that Monday and told the show, I said, I met 2 young kids that I really think they're going to be all right. Them young fellas, they just had a respectful conversation and they respected the game of basketball at that age. I said, well, what y'all doing over here? Y'all ain't in the EYBL. They said, we just over here because we want to watch the good players play. We got a chance to meet Mike Krzyzewski. We got a chance to meet what is his name? Coach Cal. We got to meet all the top coaches. So after we played, we came over here. I said, okay, look at the boys, right? And then they said, we called Coach K coming out the restroom. We called, I mean, they were telling me, I was so impressed. I came back and told y'all about these kids. They were in the 6th grade. And now the young man is a recruitable athlete and a very recruitable young man. Y'all hear what I said? He's a very recruitable young man. That's Mike Collins, played for Shadow Creek. One of the most delightful young men that you ever, I hope y'all hearing what I'm saying. One of the most delightful young men you ever want to cross your paths. Okay? If we had a whole lot of like him, boy, you remember they say the problems we have in summer basketball, if we had more kids like that, we'd have a better summer basketball. Talking about great young man. He said he knew you were there for a minute, and I know, Craig. Yeah, but they got me. Yeah, y'all talking about my grandson. But shout out to Mike Collins, young man that I saw a long time ago, and now he's grown up, man. He's grown up. Y'all, I didn't know he was gonna be able to play like that. Cause I never saw him play. I was impressed by meeting these 2 young guys and how delightful and how respectful their conversation was. And guess what? I'm gonna do anything I can to help him fulfill every dream that he want in life. So let me get here. Let me get here. I'm trying to see where I want to go. I want to go. I guess I want to go here. I want to go here. Y'all ready? Y'all want? We could talk about. We could talk about Kyrie. Uh, y'all know I've talked about Kyrie on this show. Um, uh, good and bad. Good and bad. Um, but I don't like nobody calling him out his name and calling them idiots and all idiotic and all that kind of stuff. No. Robert Hatter just all I did is gave you a history of some of the things. Um, uh, See, somebody just texted me and said his talent. Hold up. See, this is what I love to hear about his talent. Hold on. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Wow. Somebody just texted me about Mike Collins. Check this out. Now, I'm not the only one. His talent is outstanding, but he's a stellar person and so respectful. There's somebody else just texted me and said this about this young man. I'm telling y'all, but Karima, I saw that in the I don't know if they was in the fifth or sixth grade. I don't know, 12 and under. I don't 11 and under, whatever that is. I saw them back then, and I met this young kid, and he just blew me away. He blew me away. Yes, we're gonna talk about what you think about Memphis dude, a Ja out there with goons, and let me tell you something. I am not happy with that Ja Morant stuff. We'll talk about that. Kyrie coming to the Mavs. Okay, y'all know I'm gonna always have a different take. Okay, well, first of all, let me give y'all, in case you've been up under up under a rock. Let me give you breaking news. Kyrie Irving is being traded, and Angie Holcomb, the deal has not been finalized yet. Okay? Haven't been finalized yet. They can add some, they can take some. Haven't been finalized yet. All right? Okay? Because I know we be jumping. I repeat, it hasn't been finalized yet. And I'm saying it for a reason. I don't know. Just something about feeling I got. Remember I told you that. But he been traded to the Dallas Mavericks for Dorian Finney-Smith, Spencer Dinwiddie, 2029 first round pick and a second round pick to the Nets. Sources told Woj. Kyrie, he thanks the Nets fans. I think I got a picture of it for y'all. You know, because I really like this kid, man. I really, really like this kid, man. This is a thank you. I can make it a little bit bigger for you to cover me up. And he said, thank you to the Nets world fans and supporters for the love on and off the court. I will forever be grateful. I got to live out my dream I had as a kid with y'all. I will always love you for me and my family. That's him as a kid with a Nets hat on. He wanted to go to the Nets. Kevin Durant did not want to go to the Nets in the beginning. I happened to be with Kevin Durant that summer at the Summer League, and he was telling everybody he was going to the New York Knicks. And we were preparing the guys from the New York Knicks. Hey, man, you finna get Kevin Durant. And all of a sudden, Kyrie Irving talked Kevin Durant into going to Brooklyn. I mean, it took everybody by surprise because when Kyrie grew up, you see, he was a Nets fan. He wasn't a Knicks fan. So the red dot thing, yeah, but that hadn't been substantiated by the investigators, Trey Phillips. We'll talk about that a little later too. What's up, Wesley Yates and King Sticks? I see you here. So share the show. So let me finish. Kyrie, like he thanks to y'all. Let me help y'all out because I know. Let me go here. Okay. Because a lot of people been calling me the ball dominant. I mean, Chris Walker, Robert, dude, ball dominant. Two ball dominant people. Two of the best players on the planet. Two Junebug ball beaters that's ball dominant. They might not know how to play with each other. Two college players, ball dominant, might not know how to play with each other. Two high school players, these pros, man. These pros. These pros. Let me give y'all some. There are 7 players in the NBA. Average. To all the people who thinking about this trade. Yes. Y'all got to follow me here. Take some notes today. I'm going to give you something to go to the barbershop with today. There are 7 players in the NBA currently averaging 27, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Okay? 7. Okay? Guys like Giannis, Bron, Ja, Kyrie, Steph, Luka. But you got 2 of these 7 players that average 27, 5, and 5 on the same team. The Mavs are currently the 6th seed. But they're only 3 games ahead of the Lakers with the 12th seed. But they are only 5 games behind the 2nd seed. So the Mavs realize that the West is what? Wide open. About as wide open as it's ever been. You got to make a move, ladies and gentlemen. If you sit idle, you might mess around and get caught by the Lakers. Especially if the Lakers go get Kyrie, which I'm not sure they might not get him later. So you make the move to get Kyrie. And now the Mavs has just as good a chance to come out of the West as any other team over there. Kyrie, Luka. Kyrie, Luka. You got an assassin in Luka. And you got a guy that can drop 30 on any given night in Kyrie. Y'all, 27, 5, and 5. 27, 5, and 5. And honestly, comments like that, you just show you know nothing about basketball. Just know nothing about basketball. You just make it, but keep making. That's why they say you can't talk basketball to everybody. Let me go. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Boy, I'm gonna quit looking at the damn comments, Coach. Yeah. So the thing is, talent-wise, I'm good. But is he gonna be available when you need it? Or when you need it? Y'all got to understand, I got a special vested interest in this. Okay? One of my great friends happened to be the GM who pulled this trigger. But if you go and look, check this out. Show y'all something. I got to show y'all something. Because I want y'all to think. Honestly, you've been watching this show for. I want you to just elevate your thinking a little bit. If you go watch Twitter yesterday, Mark Cuban was trending. Everybody was giving Mark Cuban the credit. If this don't work out, guess who they're gonna get the blame to? Guess who they're gonna get the blames to? Guess who? Nico Harris. The guy told you when the guy came on there running his mouth, I said, well, I met with the GM. That's they're gonna blame him. They give him Mark Cuban all the credit. And of course, Mark had to sign off on it. But the reason they would want to go and get a guy like this, I'm gonna give y'all some insight. A guy like Kyrie. The guy who signed Kyrie to Nike and gave him a signature shoe that he just got took from him was Nico Harris. The guy who signed Jason Kidd to a shoe deal, one of his shoe deals at Nike, Jason Kidd is the coach, is Nico Harris. The guy who signed Luka Doncic to his contract with Nike, now he with Brand Jordan, which is Nike, was Nico Harris. So Nico Harrison's relationships and understanding what he had to offer. See, y'all, other people was offering. See, people talk, other people was offering a lot of stinks for Kyrie. But Nico understood what it would take to get him. See, when you got a chance to get a guy like that on your team, y'all, the draft don't make too many like that. Don't too many people like Kyrie. If that's the case, why ain't nobody else averaging 27, 5, and 5 but 7 guys? It's 510 guys in the league, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm trying to explain this. He said Kyrie can push the rock and that would free up Luke. I mean, it's a whole lot of ways they can play Mr. Elliott. A whole lot of ways. Them dudes know how to play basketball. Those dudes know how to play basketball, Kevin Allen. But y'all, I'm just trying to give y'all some insight. Because I looked at Twitter and I saw Mark Cuban come, but it's up to us to know that it's a brother running that thing. If Mark Cuban don't have the relationships, Nico Harrison was the vice president of North American basketball just a year and a half ago at Nike. Nike represented 75% of all the players in the NBA were Nike. 75%. So all those 75% of those guys were clients and dealt with Nico directly. Thus, that's why Mark Cuban hired him. But when this deal come down, all the talking heads, all they talking about, Christopher Elliott, is Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban, he's the deal maker. Y'all remember, I keep telling y'all, there's 2 structures going on out here. The social structure in Africana studies, the social structure, how they see us, and the governance structure, how we see each other. It's very important that we on this show understand that's a young brother is behind these deals. Because they gonna blame him. If it blows up, they gonna blame him. So guess what we got to do? We got to protect him. Because guess what he just did? He didn't want to sign because he had just got there really. See, I don't know if y'all knew. We talking about the Jalen Brunson thing, right? We talking about the Jalen Brunson thing. Y'all, something I just got the wildest text in the world. We talking about the Jalen Brunson thing. The Mavs could have had Jalen Brunson in the beginning of the year, last year. They could have signed him to a 4-year, $54 million deal. But they didn't. They waited. Then they went to the Western Conference Final. So Jalen Brunson, his stock went up. 100 mil, 50 mil. They wasn't going to pay that. You ain't going to pay for Nothing you could have had for 54, and you finna go pay a whole dollar for it. No, you ain't gonna do it. So they didn't get him. So they said okay. And see what they wanted to do is, I don't know if y'all watch the Mavs at all. They'll have a lead as soon as Luka go get a glass of Gatorade. When he come back in the game, they'll have an 8-point lead. When he come back in, they 6 down. So it's he said, what would make the deal fall through outside of physical? I didn't say it's not gonna fall through. They might add something, add some play. Dorian Finney might go here or somebody. They can still add to the deal, Chuck McGowan. And they can back out of it. They can back out of it. Yeah. I don't know what. I'm just letting y'all know, just in crazy stuff happens sometimes. Let me see what I want to talk to y'all about. But I just wanted to let y'all know, give y'all some history behind this deal. Relationship. We know about Rauf. We'll talk about that another time. We're talking about Kyrie right now. We're talking about a guy in the league. Yeah. Stan, the documentary. Yeah. I ain't had time to watch it yet. That's why I hadn't said anything about it. But let's face it. Y'all got to realize, y'all, I'm not crazy. Kyrie got his stepmom representing him. Okay? His dad is new wife. I've told y'all about this kind of stuff with the Lamar Jackson situation. Listen to me. When you get family members involved in your negotiations, things get very personal. Things are being said in these negotiations. And when you have an agent that know how to deal with these teams and leverages their other clients, let's face it, the agent don't know. The man tried to go to the Lakers last year. It didn't happen. The man want to go to the Lakers now. It didn't happen. You know, we blaming Joe Tsai. Well, Joe Tsai ain't letting him go. And he over there doing genocide. Y'all kind of stuff on Twitter, y'all. That's why y'all, I want y'all going into them Twitter rabbit holes all the time. All them Twitter rabbit holes all the time. It didn't happen for him. This week, he wanted to go to the Lakers, and it didn't happen for him. That's what having the right agent helps you with. See, them people be talking crazy in them negotiations, man. Nico gonna talk crazy to the agent. But Angle, whatever happens in that negotiation, I'm not coming out and telling Penny the stuff that the Orlando Magic and all these teams said about him. No, because I want him playing so we can get some more money. I don't talk about him all you want. Just pay him. I don't mind you talking. See, I'm going to give y'all a quick example. I'll never forget this. And I don't know if y'all keep up with hockey at all. There was a player that played for the New York Rangers. His name was Mark Messier, one of the greatest hockey players ever. Okay, he won the Stanley Cup in New York with the New York Rangers. His legacy was set, right? But as he got a little older, he went to negotiate his contract with the Rangers. His dad and his brother represented him. And when the team started with, hey man, he done lost a step. He ain't just as good as, man. He's not as good as he once was. They took it personal. Trey Phillips. You follow me? They took it personal. Belinda. This is why you can't have your family negotiating your deal. Lamar Jackson, you and your mama, the reason the people are saying stuff that you don't like, that's why you ain't signed the deal. You know what happened? with Mark Messier, he ended up signing with the Vancouver Canucks. And that didn't turn out that well. Do you really think when it's all said and done, Kyrie Irving playing for the Brooklyn Nets from the area that he was born in, wanting to go to the Lakers with LeBron, wants to be in Dallas? You think he is ecstatic over that? Because somebody said it the other day? He's ecstatic. Yo, I remember he said the same thing when he went to Boston. What? I like to hear the switch. Keep coming. Keep coming. I'm glad I hit a switch. I just said you can't talk basketball with everybody. Some people just know so much. Like Odyssey knows so much, y'all. We can't talk basketball with him. But I'm talking about Kyrie right now. I want you to interject this something. I noticed you hadn't interjected in none of this conversation. I just noticed. I noticed that. No, you're talking about high school basketball, but I know you ain't said nothing about this. So yeah, and I want to get that, and I just be wanting y'all to understand, man. Check this out. He said the same thing about Boston. How did that turn out? Listen to me. If Dallas can get this season out of Kyrie, I'm all right. I'm just talking about me. I ain't speaking for nobody else. They can just get this season out of him, I'm good. Because I know how hard it is to get somebody that average 27, 5, and 5. Y'all take it for granted, but it's hard to average 27, 5, and 5 in that league. Ain't but 7 players do it out of 510. Hold up. He is eligible. Let me help you out with this thing. When he going to the Mavericks, he is eligible if he doesn't amend his trade bonus, which I don't think he would do, to sign a 2-year extension with the new team. Can't sign with the new team. You can't sign a 4-year extension. You got to sign extension. You got to sign a 2-year, $83 million extension with the Mavs. He can do that immediately if you want to. Okay? All right. That is the maximum he can sign with the Mavericks right now, if he go with them right now. Okay? To be extended. But they incur his bird rights, his Larry Bird rights. That means you can sign your top player back and it don't count against the salary cap. Larry Bird got that. How do you think Kyrie made this move because the Nets would not pay him? Of course he did. Yes. I put this on. Yeah. He wore out his welcome there, but he won't check this out. He said, how do you think? Of course. You know what they told him? They give y'all some more. Well, I've told this on the show before. You know what they told him? They said, look here, player. We're going to give you a 2-year deal, right? But that 3rd year is going to be contingent on if we win a championship or not. Then we'll give you a 3rd year. He said, no. Y'all got to remember, they were going to give him the full extension, but he wouldn't take the vaccine. Okay? And then, after all of that, came back, went negotiating again because he wanted the extension. Y'all got to remember, he gave him an extension because they gave KD, he signed it. James didn't sign it because James knew he didn't want to be there. Kyrie didn't sign it. We don't know why in the hell he didn't sign it. Oh, because of pandemic. So, check this out, though. Check this out. I talked about this once before. Then, in the middle of the season, I forgot, early in the season, they tried to do the deal. They negotiated with the dad's wife. Let me help y'all out. Kyrie said I want the full extension, but I'm not going to play but 62 games a year. I'm not going to pay but 60. I want the full 215 million like Bradley Beal got, but I am not going to pay but 62 games a year. Y'all, it's an 82 game season. Okay? Just in case you didn't know. Then he said, I'm not going to play no back-to-backs. That means games after, I'm not playing no, because I think back-to-backs are humane. And them folk told him, man, get the hell out of my office. Told his mom, his stepmom. Hatter, now that KD is gone, hold up. I'm just giving y'all some stuff they ain't gonna give you everywhere. Hatter, now that KD is gone, Kyrie is gone, do you think KD will leave or trust Ben? You'll never trust Ben Simmons. KD, I think, is out of there. Y'all got to realize KD was trying to get out of there. Y'all forgot about that? KD was trying to get out of there. Gary, hey, Hatter, the Rockets are the winners in the Kyrie and Brooklyn first round pick for the next 3 years. Rockets got a lot of first round draft picks. What, Gary, how's that turn out for them? Since you said they're the winners. Gary, Rockets had the number 3 pick, the 1 pick, all them picks, the 2 pick, all these picks. How's that turning out for them, Gary? All them picks is little young ass players that can't play dead. You better get you somebody that can play. I'll go through the process. I think that's what the Rockets doing, going through the process. Y'all got to understand these picks don't always pan out. Kyrie, we know what I got. 27, 5, and 5. Ain't but 7 players doing it. I give up all them damn picks for somebody who can give me, instead of hoping that Jabari Smith and Jalen Green get anywhere near that talent. So it's something else bad in Brooklyn that wait a minute, what'd you say? There's something else bad in Brooklyn that why ought to leave. I don't know what you mean. I don't know. Robert, hope to see you in Phoenix this week. I got you, baby. No, I'm not. I got to explain what's going on, man. I got to. I want to keep people educated because we got an NBA a player's dad on this team. He need to know this kind of shit. We got potential NBA dads on this feed. They got to understand this stuff. I don't mind. Listen. I spent the last 30 years knowing this stuff, and I told you, Chad. I'm glad you said that because Chad said don't give him the blueprint. I got to, Chad. Chad, you know why? Because Chad, they can have all this information, but they can't do it like me. I can know the words to the song, but I can't rap like Jay-Z did last night at the Last Supper. I can write it down. Jay-Z can write the lyrics down and everything. But I don't know what he said the whole night, but I said, okay. And guess what? Wouldn't have watched none of it if Corey hadn't texted me. You know, because I don't watch the Grammys and all that kind of stuff. But when they called, he said, man, it's fire right now. So I turned it on. But then I saw Jay-Z. But my job, I don't want to be a generational thief. That means that I take all of this that I got in me and I give it to somebody. Because some young guy going to be out here listening. And then he got to apply his own way of negotiation. And all it is, y'all, is called leverage negotiating. If I don't have no leverage, then I ain't going to tell you no lie. I'm not that good. Chad, I don't care how good I am as an agent. I can't get Kendrick Lewis in the league. His ass don't have the talent. No matter how good I am, I got to have leverage. Kyrie got leverage, he can play. So his stepmama just ain't going in there saying the right things. Stepmama should have took Clara Tsai, Joe Tsai's wife, to dinner. Kyrie just can't listen. Kyrie just can't go back to LeBron. Kyrie is property. Once you sign that deal, Chris Charles, you are the property of them folks. You can't go where you want to unless you're a free agent. And the team have to be under the salary cap to be able to get you if you're a free agent. So Kyrie should have went back to LeBron. It's not that simple. Why didn't LeBron go find Kyrie? He took his ass to LA. Kyrie should have went back to LeBron. Why couldn't LeBron go with Kyrie? But I know you're a Laker fan. It wasn't that easy. They wasn't going. You remember? What's his name? Timothy Fertitta did not send James Harden wanted to go to Philly in the beginning, and y'all was mad at him. He went to mess up the team. Mess up the. Tillman said, "I'm not gonna send you where you want to go." Think about it. Kyrie is in Dallas now. He might meet up with LeBron later for the right deal, but LeBron them ain't got nothing nobody want. He said talked in Phoenix with the son or trying to get KD. Man, who in the hell wants CP3? And Jay Crowder. Older guy, dude older than LeBron. I'm glad Chad put this up. Chad, I keep seeing people talking about this mess. Who in there? Jay Crowder quit on his team this year. Do y'all know Jay Crowder? Y'all look him up. He just ain't even showing up. Cause Keldon Johnson, y'all got him starting over me. He just at home. Just didn't show up. I don't want his ass on my team. Chris Paul, you blow the wind on him, he gonna hurt himself. Man, Brooklyn got 2 dudes back. Spencer Dinwiddie balling. Finney Smith balling. What the hell you was gonna get from Phoenix? Chris Paul and Jay Crowder? What you gonna get? Who you gonna get? What's the Westbrook and who? What the boy name? Reeves? Come on, y'all. Y'all. I know y'all want. I just want somebody to play with. No, LeBron and made his bed. Let him lie in it. Think about this, y'all. And Chris, and this is for Chris Charles and all the Laker fans, and for Chris Wall. They had DeMar DeRozan, who's from the area also, wanting to come to the Lakers. He would have came because he loved the Lakers. LeBron said, "No, I want Russ. In Russ, I trust. Give me AD. Ship all my young people out of here. Brandon Ingram, LeBron Ball. Give me. I want Russ." Do y'all know that DeMar DeRozan is an all-star now? No, I'm just helping. That's why players need to play. Let the GMs GM, let the owners own, let the refs ref. Play, man. Then if you finish, go get a GM job like James Jones did. It's funny how these dudes have load management until the national TV game comes on. Yeah, but I don't blame them for load management. Chad Grove, let me help y'all. Don't y'all get mad. I'm glad he said it, but y'all get mad at the players. These teams be load managing these guys because they protecting their investments. When them guys come in practice, them guys give like the girls have, and Texas Southern girls on their uniform is a device on their practice uniform. How many miles you run, whatever you're doing in practice, what they listen, they know the team shutting these guys down, man. Don't y'all blame these players. The teams are saying for you to have the optimal amount of performance, you need this amount of rest. So don't think these players are load managing, man. They want to play. Most of them. I put it like this, most of them. Hatter, what's up with Austin Rivers going on the court? Austin Rivers was already on the court. Mo Bamba wasn't on the court. Yeah. I don't know what happened. Just stupid. Stupid. Both of them got fined four. One got fined 4 games. One got fined 3 games. Game check. Stupid. Going on the court, causing a kerfuffle. Soft to me. Both of them. But back to Kyrie. Stay on task. I want y'all to understand this now. In the last few years, Kyrie ain't played in but he played in 157 games. I think the last 3 years, and missed 141 games. Charles Barkley so eloquent could call him a half man, half a season. Kyrie got mad, including the playoffs. Stepmama is his agent. He wants to get to the Lakers. There's always a market for elite talent. But I'm gonna give y'all. This is why I like the deal. I like the deal. This is why I like it. If you look at the defensive teams in the NBA, a lot of them are Eastern teams. Okay, Boston, Milwaukee, Philly, Cleveland, Miami, Toronto. The Clippers play. They play defense out there some in the West, but the Eastern Conference, especially at the top, a lot of really good defensive teams. In the West, though, the Warriors decided this year they didn't want to play. They was the top team last year in defense. They don't want to play defense this year. But between Luka and Kyrie, they are going to score a lot out in the West. Okay? All right. When they are both on the floor, they will be a complete handful. I like it, y'all, like I said, in the short term. Kyrie is reported, like I said, ecstatic about the move. He's headed to Dallas now. I remember Luka when he was younger. He struggled with Porzingis, another supposed to be star player. Because Porzingis, I don't know if you know, Porzingis can be a moody guy, but maybe he learned this, something from that relationship. I don't know. But Luka's now, like I said, a year older, and a lot of people don't like it. I mean, some people were telling me this morning that he said there's this is it's a different move for Dallas. See, Dallas know what it looked like when Luka is off the floor. Like I said, he does a whole lot to get him to the league. And then he go get a drink, he come back in the game, he out. They got to come back and they try to save the day. He got to come back and save the day. That's why he hitting all these last second shots and all that, all of that kind of stuff. They want to give him another weapon. I'm just explaining to you some of the stuff that y'all, particularly when he's off the floor. So that's why Dallas did this deal, y'all. So let's separate. See, it's two Kyrie, y'all. It's two players: the basketball player and how he interacts with players. Uh, Bonnie Bates is going off, shooting like he had a okay, okay. But as a basketball player, y'all watch me on this. Somebody proposed to me, Robert. As a basketball player, he's a narcissist. He said the problem with that is when you are not accountable and have no obligations to anyone else but yourself, it's very difficult to win, y'all, in team sports. Parents, when you and little Johnny only think it's about him, it's hard to win in team sports. When you in that car talking about the coach ain't doing this, the coach ain't doing this, and saying this in front of your sons, in front of your daughters, that's the worst thing in the world you can say is the coach don't know what he doing to your kid. Because your kid is eternalizing that. Whatever he is, he know more than your damn kid. And he know more than you, parents. He got the job. You don't have it. So I'm thinking about Kyrie. Everything is about him. Y'all got to remember, he brought KD out there, and now he done left the dude he brought out there. Yeah. Especially you women. Kim Jackson. You know how y'all used to do, them women y'all used to do. Girl, if we come to the club together, we got to leave the club. I used to hate that. I used to hate it. Because you see one that's pretty, you're trying to get her to go with you. All of us got to go. The old ugly one. Now we all came together. If I got Kim Jackson to come on board on this business project, and then I leave, how Kim Jackson gonna feel about that? How you gonna feel about that, Kim? I mean, for real. Belinda, King Stick, he won't talk about everything but damn the subject. Y'all know that didn't happen. I know somebody just texted me laughing. Y'all, I'd have been there. The old gorilla talking about, you can't go nowhere with him. We all came together. I said, I'm not taking all y'all asses nowhere with me. I just want that one. Boy, I used to hate that. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I had a flashback. I used to hate that, Chuck. But my thing again with Kyrie, how long does this last with Nico? I just hope, since y'all giving, hold up, since they all you press who writing about Mark Cuban, please do me a favor. Write about Mark Cuban when this thing is over. You know, don't blame Nico. He just trying to win. Because guess what? He brought on who he bring on to something? He brought on big tall Shaq and the Fool. And a couple more players. They just ain't did nothing. Right? I'm sorry, heads up. I'm sorry, Darius. I didn't mean that, dog. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I ain't mean that. So, I mean that. Think about this, y'all. Kyrie done played with LeBron, Tatum, KD, Harden, and now it's Luka. I'm not sure a point guard has ever got to play with that much talent throughout the career than Kyrie has. JaVale. Surrounded by all-timers every year. I just hope he don't screw this stuff up. I just hope he don't. Any more questions on Kyrie? Because I'm getting tired of talking about him. Yeah, JaVale. I know. I called him Shaq and the Fool. I mean, that didn't pan out. So I got something else, y'all. Y'all know I got something else for y'all. Y'all remember I think Bronson was a better fit. I hope it worked out. Bronson wasn't a star. Bronson ain't gonna never get you. Jim Bronson ain't gonna never get you. Why was Bronson a better fit? Why was he a better fit? He was ball dominant. That's why Luka got his little ass out of there. Nigga, excuse me, he ain't good enough to do that. Get your little ass out of here. I wasn't gonna give him no 100 million. Bronson good where he at. But y'all, hold up, y'all. I'm going through some stuff, right? Going through some stuff. I'm going through some stuff. I'm just going through some stuff. Hold on. Okay. I saw that. You know, I saw the rap last night. Saw the raps. The guys rapping the 50-year hip hop on Grammys last night. Y'all know I don't believe in the Grammys. That's their awards, y'all. And y'all get mad. Well, they didn't give Beyonce this other one. That's their awards. You know, when we give Beyonce her awards at our events, her ass don't show up. Sorry, Beehive, she don't. She don't show up. So, help me out. Oh, Eric Barnes, we done with you. Y'all, did somebody tell y'all rap was started in Brooklyn, right? Darius. See, Darius know what I'm talking about. Darius, rap started, you know, you New York. But Darius, I went back, Darius. I'm seeing all the hip hop 50 years, but I went back to the 1940s, Darius. Darius, is this rapping or what? Watch this.
Stop still and listen to me. God walked down to the brandy sea. He declared that he was the sent of man, and then he decided to destroy the land. He spoke to Noah. Noah stopped. He said, Noah, I want you to build me an ark. I want you to build it 3 cubits long. I want you to build it big and strong. I want it 30 high and 50 wide, so it will stand the wind and tide.
I muted myself. I'm sorry. I muted myself. Hey, Lori, I snatched one out of there for you, man. Lori, I got you, right? Hey, look at Doug. Valentine's Day, right? Solomon and Brian, they got a new wine, special edition now. Once it's gone now. You can't get this one no more. It's called a white chocolate strawberry. It's now available for Valentine's Day. Also come with a unique Valentine's Day bag, y'all. Please go to order the website right now and get it. I'm telling you, once they're gone now. Collector's item, SolomonBryant.com, SolomonBryant.com. Let me tell y'all something. It's Valentine's Day, man. Thank you for telling me I was muted. I know it. I know it. I was messing. I messed up. But hold up. Let me play my man one more time. Because I know y'all, I know I shocked y'all with that one. Let me get him one more time.
Stop still and listen to me. God walked down to the brandy sea. He declared that he was the sent of man, and then he decided to destroy the land. He spoke to Noah. Noah stopped. He said, Noah, I want you to build me an ark. I want you to build it 3 cubits long.
Well, I got to go. Hey, so Doug, actually rap didn't start in Brooklyn 50 years ago. That was in the 1940s. The Jubilaires. I'm not muted now. What's up, Jimmy? I got you. She said, Uncle Robert, some of your Chop Shop members will be starting a GoFundMe after paying for, ain't nobody going to see that damn Beyonce. Ain't nobody in the world. I paid $2 to go see Beyonce. No, sir. No, sir. I can go complimentary, and I ain't going. I just ain't Jimmy. I went and sat through that concert one time, and I just certain songs I like when she's singing with Jay-Z, but the rest of them, man, I sit over there and get me a little nap in. Talking about Halo and all of them old songs, man. No, I can't do it. So y'all can be my guests to go and to any Beyonce. So that ain't just my artist. I want to go see. I just can't. I just can't. But what's up, Jimmy? That dude, right? Yeah. Doug said that dude was hitting the two-step. Jimmy, I guess you might be wanting to go. So you probably like Beyonce. It's okay.
Well, I mean, okay. I mean, but that's different people like everybody likes somebody.
That's what I said. I said I don't mind if y'all like them. I just ain't like.
First you say ain't nobody going to see her. She gonna sell out.
Excuse me. Whoa, I'm talking. Robert Hatter.
Yeah.
Ain't going.
You say ain't no. I say shoot. She gonna sell out. She's going to.
I was speaking for myself. I'm unlike other people. I don't speak for everybody. When I speak, I'm speaking for me.
Yeah.
So if I said ain't nobody, I mean ain't nobody. Ain't no under this body, not anybody, this body. I ain't going 2 feet to see her. Huh?
Her concert would probably be a record proportion for attendance based on it being about 4 or 5 months, something like that on the road, and starting overseas and those overseas facility venues. She's going. I would think probably just guessing that probably maybe of the solo female artists, entertainers, I would think probably the top 2 to 3 tour sellers probably be maybe Cher, Barbara Streisand, and from a one tour, and probably who else you guys think would probably be. And she's gonna flirt with some of that stuff. I mean, the thing is,
man, I don't care what she do. I ain't going.
She's supreme, man. She not only that. I mean, she's from this city, and she's an icon. You know, you no matter what, you start thinking about, especially in the R&B sector, you just narrow it down to that. Females alike. She's, whether you like it or not, that's not, I'm not. That's not my.
But to each his own. I'm not going to go watch it.
I'm happy for whatever. I know the outcome of this tour is probably going, like I said, what it's going to be, because there are a lot of people that are going to, they say since
there's a lot of people. A lot of people take drugs. That don't mean it's good.
It don't mean it's taking drugs. I mean, that don't make you crazy.
Because a lot of people go. What that mean?
She's one of. Understand something. Okay, think about artists when it came to like Super
because
Bowls.
a lot. Yeah, that's it. Listen, Jimmy. I know Beyonce is great. They gave her $24 million. Let's get this straight right now, because you sometimes you confuse what I say. I know she's great. They gave her $24 million for one concert over in Dubai the other day. I said I'm not gonna go 2 feet to go and see her, because I've seen her before and did not enjoy the concert. Now, that's it. Now you can whatever with it. Yeah. But guess what? Other people like her. She's the best grossing in the world. Okay, I'm not gonna be part of that top grossing this year. All right.
And
okay.
A lot of people is.
Okay. A lot of people do a lot of stuff I don't do.
Yeah. If Charlie Wilson was coming tomorrow, you'd be front center. But somebody that's 35 years old, there's a lot of 35-year-olds in this country. They probably say, man, I'm not going to see no
said I'm talking about me.
I'm talking about you as well. So Charlie Wilson, if that was Charlie Wilson coming to town, you'll be front center.
Not front and center, but I'll be there.
If he came back on a 3-weekend pass, you'll be there every night.
I like him. Yeah, because I ain't never went to sleep at his concert.
I'm saying though, but
I ain't never went to sleep at his concert.
Whatever keeps you awake at Charlie Wilson's show, it keeps some 35 years old.
I didn't say it did not. Jimmy, 35s ain't getting these tickets. I know some 50s and 60s getting these Beyonce tickets.
And some
So
35 to get him as well.
I'm just telling you, I know groups of them that's flying all over the world to see them. I said, like I told them, I ain't going 2 feet to go see him. That's just me. It's all right. It's all right.
I mean, everybody has a budget. That's the thing. It depends on what's in their budget. they go and pay for it. They had New Edition is coming back in concert. Remember, they just went in tour just 2 years ago, a couple of years ago. They're coming back. You know what? And they're coming back, and then they got smarter. They say, you know what? It ain't just gonna be New Edition this time. They're gonna bring Teddy Riley and make a Guy reunion. And then, Keith Sweat, he gonna latch on anything he can. But the Teddy Riley and Guy, that can sell for some people.
Hey, Melvin, I done already saw Silk Sonic. I ain't gonna lie. I flew to Vegas. And yes, I was third row at Silk Sonic. Yes, I was. And guess what? And sitting there talking smack to everybody around. Man, I ain't standing up, man. I'm going to sit right here in my seat and watch the show. And stood up the whole damn show.
I bet you stood up the wall, didn't you?
The whole show. But I couldn't see because everybody was standing up. I had to stand up because I'd have been sitting down. I couldn't have seen the show. But yeah, he liked that. He liked it. Somebody said I paid $200 to see. Dude, your $250 ain't gonna even be enough for parking at the Beyonce concert.
Oh, yeah, you might well. Yeah, you can laminate them ticket stubs right
there. Yeah, that 200. Hold up, what they said? The price. Oh, yesterday's prices ain't today's prices. And the problem is, if you go into those sites right now, Jimmy, it said wait. You've been waitlisted. That's what they tell you on the site.
Different ways she's doing her stuff. Somehow
yeah, you've been waitlisted, right? So guess what happening? Somebody's buying up all them tickets. So it's a lot of aftermarket tickets. So if you was paying $800 for the ticket that cost $90, or some are paying $800, now it's $1,600 and $1,800 for the ticket because you're playing this aftermarket thing that got so slick. You used to have to get the scalpers out there on the corner, Jimmy. The scalpers got computers now and got in the phone, and they can send when you cash app them, they can send you the ticket now. It's unbelievable out here now. Unbelievable.
Well, they got the bots, the people that web programmers. They have people that program different like logarithms that will buy those tickets in milliseconds at a time. So as and it's that's what I think they're trying to make some precautions in her concert with some new type software that can help. It won't eliminate it, but it can help fight against
Trey Phillips. Trey Phillips. You let the cat out the bag. I wasn't gonna say nothing. They riding ass. The people who putting it on. Live Nation got another aftermarket site. And they riding ass. They double dipping. Absolutely. And when the U.S. government catch up with their ass and can prove it, they're going to be in trouble. That's what they're doing. Because they know where they know how to release the tickets.
But that'll be once they settle that Travis Scott case, and they'll deal with them after that. And so,
that's a drop in the bucket.
What else we got right now, Ryan? Boy, we got a whole lot of stuff. Boy, what all you didn't touch on today?
Man, boy, I just touched on Kyrie. I didn't Kyrie. You don't even have to talk about. I gave him a Kyrie lesson.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I gave him a Kyrie. Hey, hold up. Gave him some more. I got a whole nother thing tomorrow. I'm gonna tell him about Kyrie. What I did want to share with the people is, I was watching people who just came on. I was watching the Twitter sphere when it happens, and Mark Cuban was trending. Mark Cuban. But guess what? Mark Cuban trending because they saying he got the deal done. But I want them, if the deal don't come through, watch who they blame if the deal don't go through. They taunting Mark Cuban right now. But the dude, Mark Cuban, couldn't have got this deal done. He couldn't have. All y'all got to do, and I was just trying to explain to people, there was a unique dynamic going here. The guy who signed Kyrie to his big deal with Nike is Nico Harrison. He works for Mark Cuban. He the GM. Luka Doncic, the guy who signed him, Nico Harris. Jason Kidd, the guy who did some of his deals with Nike, Nico Harris. That dynamic right there is what got these guys to coming, and because people saying, well, why? Relationships. And I don't know how long it's gonna last. Me personally, me and Kyrie, because I don't never know what his ass gonna do, and don't nobody know. But guess what? The man averaged 27, 5, and 5, Herb. Ain't but 7 people in the NBA averaged 27, 5, and 5. And now they got 2 of them on this team. So they ought to be able, because in the West, I mean, neither one of them can play defense. I ain't said nothing about it, but maybe they can outscore everybody. I don't know. But I just want the new people that came in. I talked about that earlier, and I just want them to know. Well, we got to look out for our guys. Nico was behind that deal. So if you're gonna blame him, because I know you're gonna blame him if it don't go right. So let's give him his credit right now.
Well, of course, we got a couple of topics to definitely tap on, and in addition to Pro Bowl yesterday, I actually had it on the TV and watched. You know what? Flag football is better than watching the Pro Bowl the way that they were playing. Not the Pro Bowl of old, of the Hawaii days, but the Pro Bowl as it has become. This stuff is a lot more.
I didn't watch 2 seconds of it.
No, but I'm saying, but I understand that. So I mean, you ain't give it time of day. But I'm saying for those that did,
ain't gonna.
It is definitely more engaging.
Well, guess what? I'm glad you were happy because it ain't gonna be back next year. That right there, they already voted it down already.
It was more engaging. Once again, it was more engaging than the brand of football that they were trying to sell the people. People could have had more chance of getting hurt the way they was playing before than the 7-on-7 or flag football and those kicking. The kickers playing the tic-tac-toe or whatever, and all the different combine type drills they were doing with different guys. I guess, and then don't get it twisted. That's Las Vegas. They was in Las Vegas, and that it was that those crowds at those type of games, those are high end crowds. A lot of those are a lot of the different high rollers, automatically earmarked for those games and whatnot. But that was the thing on that. I was looking, I noticed the boy from Seattle, Geno Smith, got a chance to, some people that never paid attention to him, see how, he was zipping that ball pretty good. Guys are having fun.
NFL quarterback. All NFL quarterbacks.
Boy, we had one from the Texans, boy, that couldn't throw that. They couldn't throw that thing in the toilet. What's that boy named? David Carr?
David Carr, he can zip the ball. He just don't zip it to the right person.
They had him throwing screen passes every 3 plays. So screen pass to the left, screen to the right. And but that was one thing over the weekend to notice. Other thing was college basketball. University of Texas has risen back into the top 5. Rodney Terry has the Longhorns in first place in the Big 12. And they still have yet to remove the interim tag from his coaching position. He's the interim head coach. Once again, I think Rodney Terry was one of those Randolph and Mortimer type situations where they put him in there after Chris Beard and just say, you know what, man, let this thing just burn on up. Let it fall. We'll fix it. We'll get somebody. They start leaking names out, and people start leaking different names, and people putting, circling the wagons. And I'm like, well, hold on, wait. Y'all just gonna not get this dude a chance? Why even make him interim head coach if you're not gonna give him a chance? And so now you see what he's doing. Those guys are reacting to him. That was a really, really big win on the road at Kansas State this past weekend for University of Texas. Kansas State and Jerome Tang, he's still a favorite or candidate for Coach of the Year. Rodney Terry is going to be in that number, unless they just fizzled over the next couple of weeks. He's doing well with this team, man. Really, really good. No, you can't
So
help
you
but be proud.
saying they picked a guy? You saying he was an afterthought?
No, I said I feel like he was one of those Randolph and Mortimer type deals. Like, remember, RT
This is a
wasn't.
head coach. This is a former head
I
coach.
know, but he wasn't. He wasn't the first. He wasn't the associate head. Normally, the associate head gets that.
Who was associate head?
I thought the other guy was associate. The guy, I can't think his name today.
Talking
Just
about
brought
Augie?
no. Augie is not even on the traveling staff. Augie
Okay.
is like special. He's like a Larry Brown type deal. How he was the Penny. Augie has he deals with a lot of just connect the dots. He's there, but he don't have to go on the road. Put it like that, which is is probably good for him. Some guys get tired of going, especially nowadays when you're gonna recruit primarily out of the portal any damn way.
Well,
So
I mean, you just thinking that? Is that you just thinking that? Or people were murmuring that? Because I thought he was the best man. I mean, he was the most qualified man on that staff to take over for Beard. I mean, maybe you've been talking to people that, because I didn't talk to nobody that said, because he's been a head coach before.
he's been a head coach before, and he's not the
Two
only
times.
one. Understand? He was at Fresno State. He was at UTEP. But
Yeah.
at the same time, he's part of he's a Rick Barnes guy. So that means some people that had a bad taste in their mouth about a Rick Barnes, then they
Okay.
you know, sometimes alumni
So it
bases
wasn't
be
his
split.
qualifications. It was because of Rick Barnes then.
Well, if you black, it ain't never just it's more than just your qualification if you're a black African American man in America. So it's always gonna be more than
And guess what? I'm glad he said RT was associate head coach.
okay, he was associate head coach.
Yeah.
Remember I didn't stand on that. I said I thought he wasn't, thought the other guy was. But
Yeah.
RT got rolled up in there. Remember, it was questionable before they named him that. It was like they're gonna give it to some people must have been trying to vouch for one of the other coaches to step into that interim tag. It wasn't a smooth automatic. It was not.
I'm glad you said that because I thought it was a no-brainer.
It was just like when Chris Walker was at Texas Tech. It wasn't a smooth.
Kid Chris Walker had never been a head coach before.
No, I'm saying, but it wasn't a smooth automatic. Exactly. It was.
But Chris Walker had not been a head coach before. Rodney Terry has, because they always said about the black coach, have he had any experience? That's what they said about Penny. Did he have any experience? Because people don't understand. Memphis didn't want to hire Penny at first until Ole Miss pulled a damn trigger and wanted to talk to him. So it's hard, but Chris Walker didn't have head coach experience like this guy. This guy been a head coach twice. Some president of a university thought enough of him twice to hire him as a head coach. He was a no to me. I mean, you in a different circle. For me, it was a no-brainer.
For the Fresno deal, he left there for the bigger bag and the broader opportunity.
But somebody had to hire him, Jimmy.
Well, I mean,
they hired him.
Your success brings about attention. He was having success at Fresno, and that's what caught UTEP's attention. And that's what I'm saying. So it wasn't like it was just a dead heat. He was hot. Every year, there's going to be some hot brothers that's out there. The block going to be hot for some of them. And there was one. And I think Sims say, we just named one that was a head coach, Simeon Sims. Chris Ogden was a head coach at UT Arlington just 2 seasons ago. And
he really wasn't on this. You just say he on it as an advisory
but he's
position.
still on there. He's still there. Okay. He's not
I promise y'all, I don't keep up with Texas basketball that much, but I'm so happy for Rodney Terry though. I don't keep up with him that much, so I wouldn't know. I just thought when they hired him, I said, wow, that fits. I've seen him on that sideline with Rick Barnes for 100 years. So it looked like he's supposed to be that to me, but you seem to say that it was a faction that didn't want him there.
Oh, I mean, not necessarily didn't want him, just favored somebody else. Sometimes because they don't want you because they want me don't mean they don't want you. They just had a favor for somebody else. It wasn't like they was anti. Right. They're not going to go there.
Well, he didn't show their ass. I can tell you that.
And he's definitely that's what he's doing right now. Is showing and proving that that he's definitely qualified enough to take the reins of University of Texas, and shit, I guess being a Texas guy, he's from Angleton, Texas.
Yeah.
In case you guys didn't know, RT. So it'd be good to see how that goes. What else we had?
But speaking of that, Jimmy, let me show you something. And let's stop this, y'all. Doug, I'm glad you. Let's stop this in our community right now. I'm finna hit something right now. Speaking of that man right there, I saw this tweet, and y'all know I don't usually do this, but I'm finna put this one on the screen. Did I put it? Did I find it? I got to put it up. Here it is. Okay. This man, y'all, come on here. And I'm going to put the tweet so I won't be putting no words because, the reason I'm putting names out here now because somebody had the nerve to tell Jimmy, it's all right to talk about my name. So, okay, so guess what? He said, I don't know if y'all have noticed that Rodney Terry is in the first place in the toughest conference in the conference. The fans are happy, the players are happy, and the wealthy alumni are happy, should have been. No drama, just wins. He's doing something with an interim label that Shaka never did. Why did he have to mention Shaka Smart's name? Why do we have to do this, ladies and gentlemen? Why didn't you mention Chris Beard's name? That's who he just took over for, who had the drama and had that. Why didn't you mention his name? What would make, this is a big, y'all talking about a problem in this basketball community? You was all right until the last sentence. And then Mo came in and replied, thank you, Mo, Elrod. With all due respect, there's no reason to celebrate one brother and tear another down. We all know that every staff, player's environment is different year by year. We shouldn't compare. Let those brothers be great. It's a big problem. There's a lot of y'all out here like this. Always got to say something about somebody else. Always got to say something out here about somebody else. Told y'all, I've been on the phone with a guy before. Called me talking negative about a player. Telling him how better his player is than the player. Then I said, man, that's the problem with y'all. Why you got to talk negative about the other player? Get what he said. I didn't say nothing negative about the player. I said, dude, you just said it to me. He forgot that damn quick. He's so used to saying it. It's a problem, y'all. And a lot of y'all, some of y'all, a lot of y'all out here. Why y'all got to talk about somebody else, man? Some of y'all just can't help but run your mouth about somebody else, especially another dude. I mean, oh my God, unbelievable. When I saw it, I said, wait a minute. Why couldn't you just say, oh, Rodney Terry. Shaka is doing great where he is. Got to stop, man. Got to stop. And y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know who y'all are.
Also to add, I couldn't think of the other one name, Steve McLean. He was also he's assistant coach. Him and Aggie, the role that Aggie used to have. Now Aggie has actually been given assistant label. When they had some shuffling of the deck. So Chris Ogden is technically, he is an assistant coach now. He had that role last year, and now Steve McLean came in and got that similar role that Aggie had, and he has head coaching experience at back when RT was at UT back under Rick Barnes. He was the head coach at Wyoming then, and then most recently at UI, Illinois, Chicago. So he was a head coach as well.
What I like is that's just like me, Doug Jones. No Doug Jones. I don't have to talk because I want to say something about Doug nice. That ain't mean I'm finna go and tear down Jeffrey Day or Robert Carroll. I talk about all of them. ladies and gentlemen. We just got, we just got the good God. Just cause, well, he ain't doing it. Just shut up. If you got a guy that you like and you want, okay, talk about him. It's unbelievable, man, how much. That's another one of these. I don't know what solution that can stop that, because some of these, some things ain't a problem because you don't have a solution to them. Some people got sicknesses and they can't help but sit there and talk negative about Chad Grove. They just can't. I mean, they ain't feeling good that day if they ain't talking about somebody, man. So, I mean, y'all know who y'all are. Y'all got to cut that out here.
Yeah, and so I ain't even see that on there. That's a good thing.
That's all right. They sent it straight to me. Yeah,
guys, just social media. Some people can't help themselves.
Yeah.
And hold on. But since we want to give news, I can break some news. Mm-hmm. It's Monday. Break news. Get some scoop. I have confirmed with at least 3 college coaches that they've received phone calls from John Urie about PJ Haggerty inquiring about him transferring from TCU. So we break that news for you.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing, Jimmy. No, that ain't bad.
Because I asked John about this last month. Oh, PJ be fine. Oh, he's good. He be fine. He's on a red shirt, Jimmy. He'll be fine. Oh.
And I'm not finna bash John Urie. I think that's fine.
I'm not bashing him at all. I'm breaking news that this is, I know I've confirmed from at least 3 Power 5 college coaches.
But Jimmy, as the facts change, the truth change. He thought that man was finna go there and be a star. He the best guard in the world.
So y'all can go and share the show now. Because I done broke this news. This ain't what I heard. This is what I mean. Well, yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, it is what you heard. But it comes from the horse's mouth.
Coach, trust me. 3. It wasn't like we on. Let me make sure you got this right.
Okay.
This wasn't a Zoom call with 3 other coaches. This wasn't a conference call. This is 3 different calls.
Wow.
And I didn't bring it up not one time. I didn't bring it up one time.
Jimmy, I wish I could sit up here and tell you, wow, I'm surprised. If I was John Urie, I'd be calling coaches too.
Well, here's my thing. Okay.
Here's my take. Okay.
I'm gonna deep breath this one right here.
Don't hog and spit now.
No, I'm just gonna deep breath.
I thought you were just go.
I'm good. All them old, all ain't really reminisce. That worked. But Adam, I'm gonna tell you like this.
Okay.
If I entrust you and lean on your wisdom to go to make a decision where I should go for vacation.
Okay.
I'm picking a vacation spot. Mm-hmm. You done been around the world. You telling me where I need to go. You done been here, done that. Yeah. Now, mind you, some of the people that worked in those places probably done retired since last time you've been there, or they don't work there no more. But so it's the big chef. That chef probably done quit, probably done died. It ain't the cook no more. That bartender who make the best drinks, that ain't the bartender. So mind you now, all this stuff goes into effect. So I lean on your expertise. I follow this trip. I book my trip. I go to this place, and it is horrible for me. Mm-hmm. What would make me want to entrust in your decision again to influence me where I'm going next?
Oh, well, Jimmy, I mean, this is why I always tell y'all, and y'all don't want to hear it. I always said, man, it's possible, man, to get this stuff wrong, man. I've been in this business for 30 years, man. I've seen people, I think stars who I done spent thousands and thousands of dollars to go recruit and don't pan out. Corleone Young. Several guys I just didn't pan out. But everybody say he was can't miss. Can't miss. Jimmy, people miss. But you saying that people shouldn't listen to the guy again, maybe he get it right the next time.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. With somebody else, what would make me
go back and do it? I don't know.
You to send me back here.
But you got to understand, if I done sent you something, but I had a great experience.
I understand.
I can't help it that the chef left.
But then up on going here, you done built it up. You done puffed it
Yeah,
up. You done told everybody. You done told, hey man, that's the joint. That's the spot. You gonna love it. They gonna make your food. It's gonna be out there. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
It take all of my food to come out.
Oh, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be hot as catfish grease.
My drinks get a little bitty cup.
You know what I'm gonna tell you? Don't you ever tell me nowhere to go no more.
Exactly. So that's what I'm thinking.
But the summer basketball community ain't gonna do that. They so forgiving. They'll let you give them they still support janky promoters. You can give a bad event and they'll still go. You can have a bad everything here and they'll still do it. In this community, Jimmy, they're very, very forgiving. They don't care if I like you, I'm gonna still support you. I don't care if you don't know what the hell you're doing. I'm gonna still Jimmy. This basketball community is very forgiving in that area. Oh, and forgetful. Ooh, thank you, Gary. Forgiving and forgetful in this area. Think about it, Jimmy, of some of the stuff that has happened. And these people constantly go back to these same people over and over and over and over and over. Guess what? That man got so much game. He gonna figure it out. I don't think me personally, I think them people gonna listen to him again. I think. That's me personally. And I might be wrong.
One of those three coaches I spoke with, he didn't confirm, but he says he has gotten a vibe that he don't think what you just said is
okay. True. All right, I got you.
That's just 1/3. That ain't the majority.
I got you. I stand to be correct. I just noticed the community is so giving and forgetful and forgiving.
I mean, and that's when, like I said, once again, if you're in a situation, guys, when you have influence over somebody's recruitment, and I don't think that a lot of things can be right in your face, and sometimes your ability to evaluate that, like that, we definitely nobody gets them all right.
No.
But if there was a blatant disrespect for the guy that's starting, that's playing 30 minutes a game before you get there, and you're basically thinking in your mind and making people believe and his family believe that you're going to unseat him. He's on the draft boards, on every draft board. Matter of fact, how they released the finalists of the Bob Cousy Award that he give to the top point guard every year. And there's 3 kids from Texas that's among the top 10, the final 10. Mikey Miles, Kendrick Davis, and they have bundled what's Mike Davis' son? Mike Davis' son, Antoine. They bundled Antoine in there as a point guard for the sake of this. So he's in the finalists as well. So those 3 are from Texas. And of that list, I looked at that list. Mike Miles, the only thing that stops him from getting that award is that he's gonna miss. He's gonna, the games that he's missing this season, and he's out right now.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get it. He didn't miss too many games.
He's not gonna get it because he missed too many games. That's what I'm saying. It's the only thing that will keep him getting it. So by default, he make the finalists So it's really 9 of them.
Speaking of Antoine, Jimmy, check this out.
Yeah, he set another record over the weekend, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. The most.
136 games, scoring in double figures.
Yeah, because he got that COVID year. So that means that's some people wondering, well, how could he have that record and not have the scoring title over Pistol Pete and Maravich? Well, because he plays more years. Well, he got an extra year to play. So, and Antoine is closing on in. He's getting it, great thing for him. Kendrick Davis is 2 weeks away from his return to Houston. Memphis will be here to play University of Houston on February the 19th. It's a 2 p.m. tip. That game
I won't have this damn shirt on then, I bet you.
You say you won't?
Won't. Hell no.
I'm telling you what you need to do. Go on and wear that right there. Go on, put your little old blue shirt on up under that like you did. I told the guys a story. Of something that happened in grassroots basketball back in about 2000 and maybe summer 2003 or 4, somewhere around up in there. I think I want to say 2004. That was a kid I was telling Doug them named Rashad. What's Rashad last name, Doug, again? And the kid went to Westbury High School. Then he went to Heritage Christian. He ended up playing it. He signed with DePaul out of high school. And he played with the Houston Hoops. And this was a game that was taking place. I don't forgot what gym we were at. And he got there with the team. Everybody get there on their own, but they all sit and convene over in the corner in the top of the bleachers. And they were just, fellowshipping while they were watching the previous game before that. So Rashad Woods, that's it. Thanks, Doug. And so Rashad goes, this Negro went change shirts, y'all.
It pissed me off. Come on, let's go. Keep going.
And so Rashad Woods had, back then he had this T-shirt, like a T-shirt with the Houston Hoops on there. And so as this previous game is ending, the players are leaving the bleachers and getting ready to go on down the bleachers to the court and get ready to stand there on the baseline as they wait to go on and take over the bench and get ready to warm up. When he got out, the guys got up and went to walking down, he stayed there seated there and took off his shirt. And he already had a jersey of the Houston Swoosh up under there the whole while. I can't make this up. That was classic. They were playing each other. The two teams were playing each other. Houston Swoosh, that was ran by Peter Curry. So that team had Peter Curry on it, DeAndre Jordan, Martellus Bennett, those guys, back in the days. Little OJ from Elsick was a little point guard. Alvori, something like that, his name. They had a nice squad. Yeah, man, that was some classic stuff. But now, other thing, Hal, before we get ready, as we're closing in, man, are you concerned about the Memphis Grizzlies right now?
Mm-hmm. I don't like what went on. Ever since Ja Morant opened his mouth and said, I ain't worried about the West. They've been getting their head towed clean off the bone.
They lost 8 of their last 9.
Ever since he said that, he just can't. But I'm very concerned what happened after the Pacers game. He said Ja Morant, and not just the Pacers game. Ja Morant, I always tell you, I think Ja Morant dad is doing too much. I know for a fact, because I've been at a game, he be drinking. Every game. He have a cup. Even in the interviews, he can't put the cup down.
And that's right there. That don't matter. That don't mean what he really drank.
Yeah. But I'm just telling you, you got to understand, people telling me. So, it's some stuff I know. And they just they're doing too much. I told you about on the airplane, going to the All-Star game, how they was just talking crazy and reckless in the daddy right there. And I'm glad his dad's around. Nothing about that, but they barred his best friend, out of the games for a year. They doing too much. You getting and arguing and talking about you gonna fight, coming out on the floor talking about you gonna fight the other team's players and go out near their bus where you park with more than one car. And Jimmy, what they're gonna do is gonna find out can't but one car parking there. They're gonna take your privilege away. You can't have more than one car coming there. Everybody else gonna have to come in like everybody else. I'm just telling you, I've seen this happen in the NBA before. Pat Riley don't play that. Pat Riley don't play. One car come in that garage. So, in case y'all didn't know, they said it was verbally accosted the Pacers personnel, and someone they said trained a red laser on them from a nearby SUV. I don't know how true that was because that hadn't been. That was just one-sided. The NBA investigation ain't brought that side up yet, but because they said
the NBA investigating, nobody can claim it did not see a gun.
Yeah,
so that's the thing was investigated.
Yeah,
that
could see a gun on the end of a laser. I'm talking
about red
about
laser was confirmed by a couple, more than one of the.
Well, I'm talking about the gun. I ain't worried about the pin, the laser.
But that's what I'm saying. We don't know. But that's what I'm saying. Al. That came from basically at the back in the back, guys, when the teams are come in, enter and exit. That's kind of like the same areas, loading docks. It's it's in the same vicinity. Not that you can get there if you want to go through there. If you don't want, a lot of times guys fraternize and they go see some of their buddies as they go leave the visiting or the home parking lots or entrance.
No. They don't get in that parking lot, Jim.
No, not the, no. I'm talking about from the tunnel from
in
your
the
locker
tunnels.
room. Going in there. So right around that area is when some of the Pacers. And the league has done a great job protecting which members of that. They just say some of our commodities with the Indiana Pacers. They lumped them all as a singular, but they're plural. And they got into it. They got the verbal bumping with some of the Jive buddies. It was more than one. They waiting on Jive. So by the time Jive finally comes out, they go and they get in the vehicles. And in one of this vehicle that Jive got in is like an SUV. And this is the one that the buddy was in, allegedly, and that's where they're, of course, then the claim of the infrared light hit on somebody, so they're thinking that, and they're accusing it, saying it was a pistol, but nobody saw a pistol. That's where the investigation went from the NBA, and they say, tell you what, you just can't come back here no more, at least this season, right? Your homeboy. And they probably doing some other stuff that we don't even know.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you they are.
And Ja Morant, this comes out of the heels. You mentioned the starting point. Remember, it peaked just a couple of weeks ago when not necessarily Ja Morant, but the Memphis Grizzlies. See, it's all Memphis. And when the Shannon Sharp incident in L.A.
Then the Donovan Mitchell.
Yes, came right behind it. That's less than a week ago. So now these guys you've become the bad boys of the NBA real fast. And
come get some, Jimmy. Hold up. Come get some of this. You don't know how we roll. I'll show you what you got. Those are some of the statements.
Who said?
The Ja Morant people were saying.
Against to the Pacers?
To the Pacers, yeah. A verbal spar, they said it continued for approximately 15 to 20 minutes until Ja Morant entered the loading area. I mean, dude, it could have got bad, man.
Absolutely.
Because, Jimmy, when you come through those gates, when you come through there, everybody be searched. You got to send your bag. Everybody got to go through that metal detector. But once you out in them cars, they don't check your metal detector out there in them cars. That stuff got to stop, John Morant, man. I hope somebody,
I got a
that
good
stuff
question.
got to stop. Huh?
The NBA All-Star game is
Soon.
coming up.
Yes.
You know that buddy probably was already booked to go to the.
He on the private plane.
So are they gonna restrict his privileges?
I don't know. That was just at that venue.
Yeah,
But
they're gonna definitely be watching him. Because the NBA, in case you guys didn't know,
they got their own security
force within.
Oh my God, they don't play.
The brother used to be over it. What's the brother name? Used to be
Horace Bowman.
No,
Horace Horace Bowman used to be over.
After him.
I don't know the guy after him. I don't know the guy after him. Yeah,
because he was a coach for a while. Then they made him over after then in the recent years.
Yeah,
but so in Memphis, man. Then now.
No, Ja don't have his own plane. He just rent a plane that day to fly the guys out there. He don't have his own plane. Hell no.
So it's news.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ja Morant. See, if Ja Morant was Joe Blow, it wouldn't be as big as news. It'd just be news, and he might have been on reassignment somewhere right now. He's Ja Morant. This is the guy who took Kyrie Irving's place in Nike on the mantle. This is the guy that's exciting. So now this
just got his own shoe just got released.
Yes.
The Ja one.
And so now as a parent.
So Nike, listen to me. Nike got a whole roll at the All-Star game. You ought to see the rollout they have because he got a lot of appearance. He got a lot of stuff to do because they trying to sell that shoe at the All-Star game. And this foolishness right here. Stu Jackson not over security. Stu ain't over security. He over the handing down of punishment. He ain't over NBA security. He over the handing down of punishment when the players do something crazy. But I'm gonna tell you the guy's name in a minute. But Jimmy, that's the key. See, Nike, when you go there, they all go to the Nike suite. Then they got people.
At some point in time during the week,
they have to. It's their part because guess what? That's where their package. They get their packages, everything they supposed to wear, or that weekend. What they supposed to be seen in or wear that weekend. They get their whole big. They have a big old.
It'll be a duffel bag.
A big old duffel bag, a roller duffel bag full of stuff that guy's supposed to wear. They guys supposed to wear that weekend, and they all meet up in the same place. Dude, this not good, man.
So if you think about it, think about how many, white parents out there that have sons that mom, I want these jobs, I want the new job. Now it's like if you wear buy these for your kid, then it's going to be associated with this type of culture or behavior. Some people do factor that in. I don't want you looking too. We gotta go to grandma's house this week. I want you looking too. That's no. So that goes into certain consumers.
It's not good.
Certain things have certain type of connections with them. So with Ja, he's gonna have to either ball out, get to the Western Conference Finals, and or to the championship. Because you win, people get amnesia. People go and we forget all about it. You kick some ass. That, or you're gonna have to change up and be more embracive for the fan that really wasn't your fan, the nominal fan. I would say that's what you have to be. And this team right now, remember, Memphis was at one point, guys. They were the number one seed. They were the number one seed at one point in the Western Conference. I mean, so was Phoenix as well. But Phoenix had more injuries, more detailed injuries than the Memphis Grizzlies did. So that's going to be something, man. The team to watch.
Dude,
and now,
it's not nice, man. It's just I'm so embarrassed because I know how this stuff works, man, and I know the stuff that's going on. But some certain stuff that I can't just talk about right now. I just somebody got to intervene, man. Somebody, the daddy, you can't be your son's friend right now. Daddy, you got to step in and be daddy right now. It's real talk.
Yeah. So see how that stuff go, and of course, right on cue this morning, I was reading the article. Well, I didn't see it, but Shannon Sharp, he piled on, and remember, it's
I didn't
news.
see it. You know what did he
He,
say? I'll see it. I taped it. I'll see it
I
later.
read what Shannon Sharp said.
Read. I ain't seen it.
He says this is him talking about Ja Morant and over the weekend. This specifically him though.
Okay.
He says what you're going about, pretending like you're down like that, like you tote, that you carry, bruh. You putting yourself in harm's way.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good look for you.
Mm-hmm.
Stop this, man. This is not for you. I mean, you play basketball to get out of this environment. And this is Shannon Sharp talking about Ja Morant and this morning on the Undisputed. Now he also goes Shannon that is. He also goes to he has some other comments about him, and I'll give you a couple of other ones so you guys have. I mean, he talk on it, I guess, for a whole segment, and I'm looking for some more quotes. And well, that's the main one they got in this article right here.
See, I hadn't heard nothing from Shannon.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. Here go another good one. Another good soundbite. He say, I wish Ja would realize he's not a thug. Ja is really a good basketball player. Ja did everything he could to lift himself and his family out of this environment and to get away from this. And for some reason, he wants to surround himself with these types of people. Why, bro? You're not hard. That's not your life. People that are in that life would give anything to be in your life. Right? You got $200 million, got a $200 million contract, and you want people in the NBA to think you hood, to think you gangster because you roll with these type of people. Bruh, you're putting yourself in harm's way when you don't have to. Nobody looks at you, Ja, and thinks, man, that's a thug. He's hood. He's down. He's not about, he's about that. You're not. Stop pretending. That's from Shannon Sharp, basically telling her stop pretending.
Jim, I'm going to give you something. Think about this. And I'm going to hit it right here. And I want y'all realize this summer, he fussing and arguing with a little boy in his own yard playing basketball. And the boy bust Ja in the head with a damn ball. And Ja and the boy beat him up. 17-year-old boy. So you right. He ain't that hard. That little boy evidently didn't feel he that hard. Or he wouldn't have busted him in the head with the damn ball. Jimmy, you don't bust hard dudes in the head with the ball. You get the hell out away from over there. So it's something going on, man. His agent absolutely somebody got to step in. And see, Jimmy, these people don't respect it. These people get people, yes boys, and all these people around them right now, Jimmy. Jimmy, ain't no way in the world. Jimmy, no. You can't kill the goose that's laying the golden egg. Daddy, hanger-oners, if Ja is in harm's way, all of us in harm's way. Because there are morality clauses in these contracts that'll stop these people from paying you if you do something ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jimmy, I swear, see, that's the only thing I hate, that I'm not around these young guys like this. That's why man, what? Hey, player, no. Nah. Yeah, it's not good. Jimmy, y'all got to realize, I never forget. I told the story before. I go to Chicago for the Olympics when Penny and them was in the Olympics, and I hung with a few guys because I like these guys. We was hanging around, hooping and stuff together, so I like these guys. But Jimmy, when I got to bring these guys in the hotel room, in the hotel to meet Penny, I'm cleared to go in the hotel. These guys, NBA security come talking about, no, man, Robert, do you know who these guys are? I said, yeah, I hoop with them. He said, no, you can't bring them. You can go hoop with them. You can't bring them in this fucking hotel. But Jimmy, and guess what I did? Hey, player, y'all, whatever y'all been doing in y'all life, Them people got y'all. Y'all can't come in this because that was the headquarters of the NBA team. Couldn't come in this particular hotel no more. So, but NBA security, Jimmy, is on it. And I know they are. And I just hope they don't find something crazy. That's what I hope.
Here's a thing you connect dots. I wanted to insert. We said earlier about one guy that was the main primary instigator in that skirmish and that beef with verbal beef with the Indiana Pacers. His name is Devontae Pack.
Yeah.
Well, Devontae Pack is the one that's been suspended by the NBA from that arena at least through the rest of this season. Devontae Pack is also the same guy who was in the backyard with Ja Morant.
Yes.
When he admitted to punching the little 17-year-old boy in the head.
Yeah.
Devontae Pack and Ja Morant have both been sued by that 17-year-old boy. It's a sealed. The documents are sealed because they didn't want it to be a distraction going into the season. So they'll deal with that probably in June or in May when the season is over. They'll deal with that with court proceedings on that because of course he's at work in the whatnot. So that's a civil court. That's not a criminal court. So just once again, that name Devontae Pack is listed as a co-defendant, also as a defendant on that lawsuit from that young man who was a minor. So they released the young man's name that who was in the pickup basketball game.
Yeah.
So now you see the pattern. Now, Devontae, regardless of what he does for a living, he should want to stand down.
Of course.
He should want to, hey man, my bad, man.
Yes.
I've been Eddie Haskell to the beef.
Yes.
Stand down.
Yes.
Ball. I get what you laid on, man. My bad, man. I'm gone. Matter of fact, I'll go and let's go get a cool cup shop or something. I'll go man the cool cup shop. Get the hell out the way. That's what every time, the next time that a camera catches Devontae in the same screenshot, anywhere public with Ja Morant, then it's going to be a reflection, a bad decision on Ja Morant part. Watch what I'm telling you this right now. You can bookmark this right today. If and when they're going to be together at some point in time, so sooner or later.
Pat going to the All-Star game.
If and when they are in the same screen together, that a camera, paparazzi can't wait to catch them in, and something goes on. And you know what happens now, Hatter? I wouldn't be surprised. Because I was talking to one of my partners this weekend. Every time they have the Pro Bowl was in Vegas, and you got All-Star Weekend coming up in Salt Lake City, and there's a fraternity or a sorority of females nationwide. They live for these events. That means they're packing up. They're going to go there, and they're going to be working in some capacity. It used to be they would just go there just to work the Pac-Man Jones after parties back or something like that back in the day. Remember what I'm talking about? But
why
now,
you telling all these girls secrets? But come on.
But they are a different type of work now. It ain't limited to that. Even though they always had girls that be out there, with setting you up or working the casino, working the high roller table. But it's so much more now. It's so much more now. They're so much more sophisticated now. And the opportunities because they know it's one born every day.
I can tell y'all some stories, but I just can't. If ladies went on here, fellas, one day I can tell y'all something that happened at an All-Star game. Y'all probably wouldn't even believe. These women are, and they gonna dress nice. They ain't gonna dress hood. Jimmy, I never forget. Jimmy, I gotta tell this story. I go to DC. To meet a team. I'm not gonna tell you what team. I'm sitting in the lobby because I beat the team there. And I'd already checked in and everything, right? So I'm sitting waiting on the guys to come in. This girl was in the lobby, fine, and then dressed in a business suit, sharp, fine, and everything. So the old man got to say something. So we get to talking. She, It was cool. She wasn't thinking about me. But I saw her eyes dot when them dudes came in.
Her eyes did what?
When I saw her eyes dot over there, where the secret, see, the guys always come in a certain way at certain hotel. I know the look over there, but she was looking over there. And Jimmy, they don't come through the front door. Jimmy, they come through the side door. And Jimmy, she got on the elevator at the right time when my dude, all of us got on the elevator. And I hit him down because he was looking like that. Because she's so fine. And one of them went for it. My dude, no, sir. Then when I got off, I told him, I said, you tell that dude, that girl down there waiting on y'all. Dude, these girls know what hotels do. These dudes think that was just a chance encounter that she got on the elevator with us. No, boo. She was working. Jimmy, they at the Black Ski Summit right now in Vail. There's a group up there. They're going to go from there to there to there.
And so, a lot of them will invest in themselves and spend the extra $400-500 to go in first class.
Dude, them girls, they got money now. They ain't broke.
Riding, when you're on the plane, you're riding coach, you're going to walk right by and you're going to look. First, you're going to see it with their carry-on and waiting on the plane. You're going to see, because the luggage, makes non-verbal communication when you go through an airport.
Glad you said
Your luggage is non-verbal communication. We have verbal communication, what we're doing right now, non-verbal. That means you can talk. That means
some of that luggage fake, yo, Jim. And Jimmy, some of that luggage fake, but keep going.
So yeah, but I'm saying, so now what it does though, it gravitates, it's communicating. It's saying psst, psst. It's doing like this. It's saying, hey, big head. So now, as you get on the plane and she's sitting first class, and let's say you're not, and you have to walk, they load the plane first. Them military, special.
She gonna walk right past you.
No. She's already sitting down, Heather. You got to walk past her. So now you get the second glimpse, and she's already got a hot towel, you already got a wine, a champagne glass, to sitting there sipping. And now she's, so now when you get off the plane, you go on the baggage claim, and now you go see, it's nonverbal. They already done choose. If you on that plane, they choosing you. They know what to wait. They know they know whether to hang around. They know where to go to the baggage claim. They know they already working from the time you get there. And guess what happens now? Guess what happens now, Heather? Mm-hmm. If somebody take a picture of you. Mm-hmm. On certain social media platforms, they got what they call facial recognition apps. Mm-hmm. It could tell them who you are or who you could be if somebody else has a picture of you, one of your friends or followers. If they have a picture in their stuff, it will compare. So this stuff
it's real, Jim. I'm finna show you something that I saw last night. I'm watching the NBA. NFL. The teams got in yesterday. From the NFL. I want y'all, if y'all watch the video again, the team's coming off the bus. Do me a favor. Look at the white player's luggage and look at the black player's luggage. Every black player got Louis Vuitton. And the white players,
they got Samsonite.
They got something else. Listen, I'm telling you, and Bernard Arnault, who owns that, ain't thinking about us at all. One of the richest men in the world, Bernard Arnault, he owns all of that. Moet, Louis Vuitton, and Hennessy. I sit there and watched Jimmy last night, and I'm glad you brought it up this week. You just said, look at the luggage. I'm watching. And Deion Sanders, my favorite guy. I got luggage coming, and it's Louis. Hold on. He go another video. He meet a white lady out there. She come up there talking about, yeah, look at my bag. I got Louis. You're giving these folks free education. I mean, I'm talking about them right now. But listen, man, do me a favor. If you got NFL TV and you're watching the landing, go find a video and watching the players get off the plane. And I want you to and tell me what Kirk Cousins got more money than all of them. What he pushing luggage and what them other ones are. I just want you to look. Huh?
I mean, yeah, it's funny as heck. I'm reading some of the comments.
What they saying? What they saying, man?
It sound like y'all been doing a lot of tricking in y'all. No, I mean, as you get older,
we just get wiser.
Things. That was a time when. See, here's the thing, and I'm gonna give you a piece of the game. Some of you guys understand. The woman that I just described is probably going to be dressed like she's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
When I say going to work, mean going to corporate America.
Yes.
The woman I just described, or dressed. I mean, nowadays a lot of women.
Yeah. I know, but she don't look.
Now,
yeah.
I've seen there's another different crop of girls that's just coming up the totem pole. Let's just say the strippers.
They don't care.
That stripper gonna come in that airport. A lot of them going. But most strippers, not most, for the most part, that's traveling to those type of events, they're going to strip. So
I do private parties, Jimmy. They do private parties there too.
So what do they need to wear? They don't need a Versace's unit. Because they're going to be in a bikini or they're going to be dressed. They don't need but three, 4 thongs and a couple of t-shirts and some shorts and some flip-flops and 2 pair of heels. They don't need the whole.
They don't need much. Stuff. They don't need much. You're right.
So it's different. I've seen it. You know what's notorious? If you ever got a layover or you ever landed and you in Atlanta, Hartsfield.
Ooh wee.
You could, if you're paying attention, you could see some of what they're wearing. Those little fur slippers with the fur on them, and they walking through it with the pink stuff on, with the hair all different color. They getting ready to go to work.
Jim,
getting ready to go to work.
Don't go to L.A. on a Friday. Airport in L.A., Southwest Airlines. You can't get a flight. Them girls leave their corporate jobs and go to Vegas and go get them some more and go to work. You can't find a flight, y'all, from Vegas, LA to Vegas on Friday and after. I'm telling you, man. Listen, I ain't mad at them. That's the oldest profession in the world. But y'all, I learned something, Jimmy, about flashing. I learned something. This is my favorite.
Grove, man. Shout out to Chad Grove.
Hey, this is my favorite one, Jimmy.
Chad Grove is in Phoenix right now.
I know.
He better go down.
But Jimmy, this is my favorite one, Jimmy. I go to Aruba, right? And I pass by, you ride into the hotel, you go down this long strip, then the water's on your left and everything else is on your right, water on your left. So I saw this big ass yacht. You know I'm nosy. When I said, hold up. I went back over there after we did. I said, man, who yacht is this, man? He said, man, it's Tom Cruise yacht. He just leave it down here. I said, okay. So I went to the Lakers game. So I go, back in the private where they let everybody go. Not everybody. I mean, they let some of us go. So Tom Cruise was in there. Jimmy, he had a foot basketball game with a t-shirt, jeans.
Probably some flip-flops.
And the woman had one of them more straight down broadcloth ass dress, cheap ass dresses, looked like. And I said, he might not have no clothes on, but that yacht bigger than 5 or 6 houses out here. And I'm sitting there saying, that's where he spent his money at. I said, Jimmy, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of blew me away. I said, oh, okay, that's why he living like that. Okay, I see how you're living, Tom. I apologize. Keep your jeans on. Keep your shirt on. I mean, a little t-shirt. I said, unfreaking believable. But
Wow.
what else you got?
Chad says he has a friend that owns a strip club in Phoenix, and he said on Super Bowl weekend that they're projecting that the girls will make more money than the owners will.
Talking about the owner of the club?
Yeah, of the strip club.
Oh, man. They don't, oh, my goodness. Jimmy, they got Jimmy. They don't pick up. Jimmy, you got to see how these girls pick up the money. I ain't been in a long time. I just been watching videos. Jimmy, they pick up the money in garbage bags, Jimmy. They don't pick up the money in the, they used to have the little bag y'all get at HEB. They don't use them around there. Jimmy, the big dark garbage bags, that's how they pick the bread up now.
Say, and Sandra just got on there. Sandra say, and we going on the next trip, she gonna be right in the front seat right there with me.
Hey, hey man, it's unbelievable. I mean, Doug talking about Doug. I'm gonna call and tell you after the show, Doug. Yeah, Doug, cause Doug, you can get got this way. No, I'll put it like this. What?
I understand.
Yeah.
Think about how easy it is. Those in the planes, that's why you people talking about, man, you ain't gotta never ride Spirit of Frontier. Them gals gonna be riding out that Spirit of Frontier, but now that's a certain brand of those girls. But the one that I described earlier, they ain't riding Frontier Spirit either.
Hey man. I mean, how did we get on this subject? Oh, because of these events. These and the Super Bowl, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. That is the greatest. I'm gonna show you how cold the NFL is. I'm gonna show you how cold the NFL is. Okay, y'all got to hear me on this. The New York Knicks and the Philadelphia, two top teams in the league, was about to play on Sunday. They held the game up until that bullshit Jimmy was talking about. The Pro Bowl. They held it up because the Pro Bowl went too long. They made they flexed their muscle. ESPN kept showing Peyton Manning and his brother. Instead of clicking, they made the NBA was pushed back, Jimmy, at least 20-something minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. The NBA started that game. I said, unfreaking the NBA, y'all. I mean, the NFL is king. Don't y'all ever, that was an ultimate flex right there. Saying, y'all can just wait and wait on this. We finna play this touch football game until this 2 minutes and 35 seconds over. I said, unfreaking believable. Unfreaking believable. NFL is king. The money that's going to change hands out there this week.
Oh, man.
Man. It can feed you for the whole year.
Man,
hey, you can live off it for the whole year. I'm telling you.
Oh, once again, you got Super Bowl, and 2 weeks later is the NBA All-Star game. Salt Lake City is gonna be wicked.
Yes, sir. Don't y'all think? Now James Harden ain't gonna be there. Now that's gonna lower the GDP, the gross national product. James ain't gonna be there. Big money, when money go there, he changed the game. See, some guys be tight. Money don't mind. They call it money. Money don't mind spending this money. He said, which is the best looking women in Super Bowl out of All-Star game? They the same. They both the same.
You know what? I just thought about that. We ain't never done that before, but Chad,
it's both the same.
It gotta be one with a good personality. That if you got Chad say, can he find
put a strip on the cheek, she human
to be a special guest on the Chop
Shop. Yeah.
You know what?
They the same to me. I don't know about the people I'm being around.
I think next week after the Chop Shop probably be better. That way we can find out what she did. Because if you do it beforeand, she might mark herself.
Yeah. We don't want to mess her money up now.
We want to know some of her secrets, like why she found the mark, how she find,
Let me tell y'all something, man. See, Both of the games are unique, man. See, what people don't understand is just not women from here come to them games. It's women from all over the world, man.
And that's what they asking the
It's
question.
a global.
It's a which one of the events how the best
looking women.
All-Star. It's
All of them.
Crops. It's Super Bowl is going to be a more broader paintbrush that's going to be stroked. NBA All-Star game is a smaller scale. Super Bowl is the biggest event in the United States of America.
Yes.
That's the biggest.
Yes.
I mean, the only thing that's larger than that is in the world is the World Cup.
Yes.
When it comes to Super Bowl. So Super Bowl is financially is more corporate, embracing for all different flavors. The NBA All-Star game, people already know. In other words, let's say certain Oriental, multi-millionaires, billionaires.
Yes.
They ask which one you think they be really prone. They gonna see. It's more opportunities for that networking at Super Bowl than it is for NBA All-Star.
Jimmy, you got to realize the young rich girls from Dubai, they come over here. The Sheikh's daughters, they come over here, let their hair down. They take the hair out. They take the turban off. They come over here and have fun for them 2 weeks, man. Jimmy, and they ain't in the regular hole. Y'all got to go to the highest spot. Y'all got to go to the peninsula to see these kind of people. See, some people don't even know what the peninsula is. Those kind of hotels, the Mandarin, and those kind of hotels, I mean, it's crazy. When you pass by and you see that security down there, you can't come in. Yeah, that's where they at. That's right. I mean, it's a man talking about smelling like a ram. He nasty, man. Hey, man. It's but it's unbelievable, man. It's some unique experiences, y'all. Y'all have to you have to experience it one time. Yeah. But but you know, you're gonna have fun. If you go there, it's according to what you going there. And then y'all don't understand the private parties, like the Maxim parties, the parties that you can't get in. Bless his little his heart, he ain't there. Being able to go to the Playboy Mansion. When Hugh Hefner, sometimes he'll bring the Playboy Mansion to wherever he is. I mean, it's unique, man.
Didn't he pass away though?
Yeah, he gone. I'm talking about over the years. I'm just talking about those, dude. It's a whole game be played out there, man. That people don't ever. It's a public game and it's a private game.
Man, you mentioned Deion Sanders a while ago. Remember they have him quoted on one of the social media platforms a recent clip that he was reflecting back on the young lady who they brought in to speak
Brittany Renner
at Jackson State. And he was talking about if this girl would have been around when he was in college, speaking to his team, speaking to him when he was younger like that, it might have saved him $15 million. He was saying, just jokingly saying that. Shannon Sharp, I think on Shannon Sharp's
Jimmy,
podcast.
he ain't lying. Jimmy, Deion was wild, man. That's why God had to deal with him. Y'all got to realize Deion was about to kill himself. He's about to run himself off the mountain. You don't remember that? Jimmy, he was in a dark place. He was finna run his car off the mountain and kill himself. Y'all better go. Y'all better see. I tell you, man, to know a man, look at his history. That's why he always talking about how blessed he is. Some people think that's a game. This man was about to take his own life. Yeah, it's documented. That ain't no secret. Go Google it. He was in a dark place. So whenever people tell you they in a dark place, y'all better believe it. Darius Mackey, y'all better believe him. That's why y'all be talking about, man, he just too much about Jesus. Boy, that man know if it wasn't for a higher power, he'd have been gone. And had all the money, Jimmy, all the money in the world. and it just wasn't good enough. Wasn't good enough. Boy, but I mean, whatever you want to do, we can get out of it. Hold on, let me see what Tina said. She said, I've been in and out.
Hey.
Huh? What you got? Come on.
And you know what? I
got to get out of it. Man, my boys play tonight. What you talking about? CSU tonight. They
Man,
played
they
against
lost.
Reggie Diaz tonight.
They lost the other night, man.
Man, Jimmy, they losing. That Jimmy, I love Jimmy. Listen to me. Y'all can see that's all you think about. Jimmy is worth. They just so exciting, though.
I'm gonna tell you what I noticed. And Johnny Jones, good, longtime friend of mine, and I'm noticing something that I'm really gonna be paying attention to tonight.
Okay, what you want? What you know?
And that is, and how this. I want you're gonna look as you
Yeah.
getting a few minutes. I want you to look at this right here when you get in the next couple hours.
Okay.
Look at. There's no consistency in the substitution patterns. I know they've had injuries. I understand that. Texas Southern has had injuries, but the consistency of the substitution patterns is it can be very, very misleading or very counterproductive from the emotional standpoint from your guys. For example, I wasn't at the game the other night. Now, me and of course one of the coaches from Florida A&M, we got together after the game and made a lap. We was good,
I already know. Mike, come back there.
No, I'm talking about the coach from no. One of the assistant coaches.
Yeah,
from Florida, from FAMU. That's been my guy from way back, and so. But anyway, here's the deal. I noticed that Farouk played 7 minutes the other night, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I just know I'm looking at the box. He played 7 minutes, and he wasn't in foul trouble with the 7 minutes, and he came off the bench. Now, this is a young man who started.
He started because of injuries, though, Jim.
I understand that. So that means PJ Henry, who was the starter at the beginning of the season, went down with an injury, missed a chunk of the season. Yeah. He returned about 2 weeks ago, played a part-time role off the bench, and they had a minute restriction at first. And now PJ made his first start the other night against FAMU. And so PJ is back into his starting role. Well, when PJ, before he even got as a starter, sometimes you can come off the bench and you don't have to start to play starter minutes. Then the other little yellow boy, Gerald Gillum, he started early this year. It's like all or none. He went from starting to not even playing a couple.
He got hurt too, Jim.
He got hurt.
He got hurt. Then he had another little problem.
He came off the bench and he played single-digit minutes.
So you're saying the minutes are
yeah. At this point,
but I don't know the reason because I'm not a coach and I'm not there every day at practice. So I don't know. I mean, I learned a long time ago not to question coaches because I know this guy know what he's doing.
I'm just saying pay attention to it, not question it.
Oh, I've been paying attention to it.
I'm gonna take you back. I'm gonna take you back to last month. Remember when Jordan Carl Nicholas got hurt and he came back? Remember that was one game where he hardly even played, and he was ready. He hardly didn't even. So as I'm saying, it's not
he wasn't really ready. He wasn't really ready. He wasn't. See, y'all don't understand, man. It's a lot of stuff going on in college basketball, man. You know, see, we talking about TSU, but there's some top teams out here losing. They're supposed to have everything and every player. And one day they getting their head tore up. Yeah, Sandra talking about she got. Sam, you don't have to worry about the Final Four is the worst one. Them guys don't even come here. Hey, Sandra, them guys don't even come. They don't come. They don't come to the Final Four. I'm just telling you, that's the most. on their meter, they said, no, we'll skip that one. We tired.
You know what? I was just thinking, I was just telling Sandra over the weekend, that was some smart. I mentioned New Edition the other day. I mean, earlier in the show, about that little return tour with them and Guy and Keith Sweat. That thing is going to be during the Final Four, which is genius for them to come to Houston on one of the, like that Saturday night. It's that Saturday night or that Sunday night. I think it's that Saturday night or that Friday night. One of those nights, they're in Houston at the Toyota Center, which is that means that thing guaranteed to sell out. But you're right. In Houston, the Final Four, Final Four don't rock. The only time Final Four rock like that is
I've been to 1,000 of them, and I ain't never
not
rocked.
compared to those.
Oh, the New Orleans it rocked.
Well, I'm talking about like we talking about with the strippers thing. New Orleans don't
No.
have So they're not known. Atlanta has cabarets. Houston has cabarets. So the cabarets are going to have an increase in their revenues regardless. Because I think Houston at one time, I don't know if it still is, guys like Kevin Freeman or Thaddeus Moody can check can search cabaret permits. I know a few years ago, Houston, Texas had led the United States of America in the amount of cabaret permits. That's how you measure them. Meaning that, you got to list yourself as a cabaret. Now, during the COVID, a lot of those guys, because they had some special rules for restaurants, a lot of them cabarets went back out the driveway, started calling themselves restaurants so they can get open during the COVID and try to change their permits. Some of them did, some got in trouble, and some still got away with it. But yeah, that's
no. Yeah, we got to get out of here, man.
Ron Wells, he said he agreed with Sandra. Keep Hicks home. I use the ticket, and hey man, and I got my tickets too. I don't know if I'm gonna go. I got the tickets. I don't know if I'm gonna go or not. Depending on who make it there. I got so much stuff I'm gonna be doing during the Final Four, all over the place. I got different people. Then we got some surprise stuff coming in town. Surprise for Sandra. I give up saying I got your invite to this, right? It's gonna be something special. Put on the committee. Got to put this thing together. Special underground party for somebody special that's supposed to be coming in town for this for a little hoorah, a little shindig. And but yeah, this it. Final Four coming, man. We coming, and U of H is up to number 2 now. Mind you, Purdue lost this weekend and still remain at number 1. That's the first time that has happened this year. The first time it happened this year. And I don't know how many times it's ever happened.
Something ain't right about that.
They lost and still remain number 1.
Who did they lose to?
Mike Woodson beat them.
Sure did.
Indiana. Woody. Woody has a home in Houston out there in Katy. I've been out there. Man, this wife made them good greens. Yeah. Woo, she made them greens and cornbread.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Some ain't right about that. Some ain't right about that, man. I got to see Keith Fobb. I said to saw Fobb at the game the other night. He came in town for the game. FAMU. I think he knows some people for FAMU.
Oh, he was in town this weekend? Okay.
Yeah, he came and hung out with them. And shout out to you, Fob, too. I saw E40 wearing your gear for Grambling. And shout out to TSU, Tennessee State University being the first ever, Jimmy, band to win a Grammy. A college band to win, especially at HBCU, to win a Grammy Award. They won a Grammy Award the other day. I'll show you some stuff tomorrow on it, but I meant to talk about that a little bit earlier. But it was just so much stuff going on the show today. Shout out to HBCUs that we're getting better in all areas, and it's going to be interesting. It's nice. It's nice. So yeah, I got to get out of here, Jimmy. I got a game to call.
Let's get on the out of here, man. Hey, man.
Girls game at 5:00. Men's game at 8 tonight because it's TV game. The men's game at 8 tonight.
It's at 8?
Yeah, because it's a TV game.
Man, I'm supposed to Scott. I got to see, man. I got to go see Billy.
Yeah. Billy. The men's game at the girls' game at 5. So they won't. You know how they be. The girls' game be going in overtime.
They always run behind.
Yeah. They ain't playing that today.
They ran behind the other day. I'm looking at the game because I was going to come to TSU for 5 o'clock. Because Sandra went to the Booker T. Washington Fur game with me. And then after that, I was thinking, well, I'm going to go to St. Thomas and St. Francis, which that's where I went. Great game, went overtime. Or go to TSU. I said, well, TSU started at 5. It'll be too late. It'll be over with. I don't realize I get halfway there and realize because on the radio, that game just
I like when you cut on the radio. You got to let us know when you're on the radio so I can give you a shout out, man. Come on, man. Don't be sneak listening to us. He be sneak listening.
It was halftime.
I don't know the
like
channel the game is on, man. Y'all got no
90.9,
ESPN.
90.9 FM. You got to download
No,
the
I'm talking about the channel the game is on TV. It's on probably one of ESPN, or HBO Go. I don't know. I don't really know.
Yeah. Let's look it up. It'll say. And meanwhile, if you guys download the KTSU app, and you'll be able to listen to the broadcast with Chatterbox, also Kevin Allen, and
Kevin Adams.
I'm sorry, Kevin Adams,
Mm-hmm.
and also Robert Hatter on that broadcast. You better hear it live on the app, KTSU app. Download that app. I keep it in my phone as well.
Yeah, you know what? And I want to talk to her. Herb was complaining about Houston, U of H not being on the regular channels one day. I don't know what channel they was on the other day. That was the worst damn broadcast. It was a national channel too. I got to take. It's the worst produced broadcast in ever. Oh, they on, let me look. I'm trying to find TSU right now, Jim. Let me see what we're working with today, man. Hold up, SWAC. Let me go to the SWAC. Hold up. The SWAC is back. The SWAC is back. Hold up. Let me see. It's on ESPNU tonight. Jimmy, it's on regular. Yeah. It's on. You know I got to tape that. It's on ESPNU and USN Plus. Yeah. Yeah, they in there tonight. Y'all come hang on. Hey, Jimmy, but Belinda came to the game.
Y'all know, they know I'm going to beat through there. I just didn't realize it was that late. I thought it was 7. I thought it was 7. Now it's an 8.
Y'all got to talk to old Billy Garrett, man. Hey, Billy Garrett used to be here all the time. Remember?
He had Bethune-Cookman now?
Yeah, he had Bethune-Cookman. I thought you said you had to talk to him. Yeah.
I missed him. I forgot he was in town. I didn't know that was Reggie. I know Reggie Diaz. He too old to go make a lap with me. We made laps back in 20 years ago. Back when
ain't nobody trying. Y'all need to set y'all old ass down.
No, I mean, me and Reggie Diaz turned a couple of corners.
Hold on.
Hey, remind me. I can tell you who Reggie Diaz was sweet on. Who he was sweet on back in the day. Funny as hell. I can't tell you on the show.
No, I'm finna show y'all who I'm sweet on. Y'all hold on one second. Hold on, let me see. I got something sweet here for y'all's ass. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I got something for y'all. Y'all talking about Beyonce. I got something for you. Hold on. This just hot off the press. Whenever they come up on me, it's just hot off the press. Jimmy, they done brought you up on the screen. Where is that? I don't know. Let me send it again. Jimmy, I got something. Keep talking, Jimmy. I got it. Let me doctor something.
Man, I would have picked Billy Garrett up and brought him over and took him for a natal quick lap. I didn't even realize he was over there. Didn't even realize. Man.
Hold on.
And that's on him too, though. He knows.
And his son played. His son one of the best players.
So he transferred to Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah.
Okay. His son went to DePaul. So I know.
No, that's the other son. He got another one. He got a young one, yeah. Other one was with Robert A. Yeah. He got a new one.
I thought the little one had like a condition or something.
Yeah, he balling. He got a condition all right. He balling his ass off. Hold up, man. Let me see if I got this thing for you, man.
Yeah, I think he had like some medical. I mean, wasn't nothing prevent him from playing basketball, but some type of respiratory situation.
Hold up, here we go. Here y'all. Here, hold up. Here, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage. Hold up. This thing won't load, man. Y'all about to mess me around. No, you got too much. We got too much. Oh, there my baby is. Yes, sir. There my baby is. Yes, sir. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, just send me that. Just send me that right there. She said she had to go back to sleep because he been wearing the hell out of her and send me that picture just a few minutes ago. That's my man right there. Yeah. Can't wait to go back. Can't wait. Sandy, I'm gone. I'm sprung. I'm telling you, I'm done. Huh?
Hicks, I heard Reggie Steele was the man in New Mexico State. Yeah, man, I knew him back then. Yeah. I mean, he was. Reggie Steele had a good little run, and then he ended up.
He was the man in the league.
I'm surprised he actually went back to college. Reggie really, really didn't. When times were changing,
NBA folks didn't like him, Jimmy. Them players wasn't thinking about his ass.
he wasn't, but he really didn't like the recruiting part, man. He didn't like Reg wanted to get out and hang out. He didn't really like the recruiting part. A lot of head coaches are like that. And then but he got back at Bethune-Cookman in the athletic director capacity, I think, and he's doubling down as the basketball coach.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen
Ed Reed, Jimmy.
Yeah. Well, no, remember the principal said, the president said that was on him.
Yeah.
And now, he
took the blame, but Ed Reed blamed Reggie Theus.
Ed Reed had blame to go around and then included him in the blame.
Yeah.
But that president made sure he definitely said on the Roland Martin show, that was my. That yeah. Don't give me credit for that one. So anyway,
well, I'm good, man. Yeah. But it's been a good day, man. Y'all good. Reggie Theus was the man in Chicago before Jordan. Yeah. He didn't win nothing though, y'all. Hey man, speaking of Jordan, where all them Jordan? Where all them LeBron people at, man?
He almost down.
What all the LeBron people at? No, I'm finna show y'all something. Watch this before we get out of here.
What impact does your statistical place in the NBA have on you?
Well, that never drove me. The stats only add up when you put forth the effort and you don't worry about it. Good things happen to those people that work hard. If I sit here and play for the stats, I would have never retired in '93. Or I still probably be chasing Wilt Chamberlain all the time, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar all the time scoring lead. That doesn't drive me. Sure, it defines to some extent for people who don't know me on, 20 years from now would never know who Michael Jordan really is. But based on the stats, he must have been pretty decent. Those are only ways that I look at stats. Other than that, it's all about winning championships and winning. Stats that matter to me is the games that we win and the rings that you collect.
What impact is your statistical?
I had to give him that. I saw that. I just wanted to share that because a lot of this generation ain't really just seen that Michael. They see the Michael who got the losing team down there in Charlotte that he can't get a. But this Michael here, this the swag Michael right here. He was a monster there. But let's get out of here, Jimmy. I got to go down here. I got to go down here and talk stuff.
Slide on down Dino's back. Yabba dabba do this thing. Make sure you haven't shared the show all afternoon. Share the show on your way out the door. The Chop Shop. Thank you guys for tuning in on this Monday. We're right back at it. We got guests, may have a guest coming with you guys on tomorrow.
Okay.
And we definitely got one coming on Thursday. May have one on tomorrow. I have to remind him, and it is time for him to make a return to the Chop Shop and give you just what y'all want.
I already know it is.
On that Tuesday afternoon. So we'll see how that go. And I'll get on top of that this afternoon. Other than that, guys, share the show on your way out the door. A lot of basketball this evening. Of course, he mentioned Texas is playing Kansas this evening as well. UT, we mentioned, right?
Oh, it made it be a good game in that every night.
Gun. You see what Iowa State did to Kansas ass the other day? Dude, it's a gauntlet. That Big 12 is a gun. It's going to be a 5th, 6th place team in the Big 12 that's going to be a 2 or 3 seed. Watch.
Yeah.
Watch.
It ain't fair. It is. But because of who they lost against. They losing against other bad dudes. I didn't realize. And Baylor whooped somebody the other day.
Yeah.
Who was that? Somebody who been whooping a little tail. And then Baylor told him, hold on, player. Who did Baylor beat the other night,
Texas Tech.
Yeah, okay, no, Texas Tech, no, they ain't that good.
But, with Texas Tech, that whole conference, man, is just gauntlet.
You got to come to play, man, every single night. But all right, I'll be, hey, y'all, I can't wait. I can't wait till you get to the gym now, Jim. It's on tonight. Come on down to the game tonight. If you don't, KTSU app. Then you can watch it on the tube tonight, and we will see y'all. Hey, Tina, see you later, Tina. Make sure you watch the game, TSU tonight. We play a Bethune-Cookman, Jimmy. Wow. We out of here. Did you slide down the main back?
I'm trying to count all the players from Texas that's in the Big 12 for men's basketball.
Oh, well, have them for us tomorrow.
It looks like it's over 30. Wow.
What? In the Big 12?
It looks like over 30. I'll tell you, I have the numbers for you tomorrow
Okay.
in the Big 12.
All right.
Wow.
We out.
Peace out, guys. Chop Shop. See you tomorrow.
All right. Bye. I hit the button. There you go. Yeah.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.